Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael, and thank you so much for tuning in tonight for Storm King's Thunder, episode 48. Whew, and we had a doozy last week for episode 47. If you didn't get a chance to check it out, make sure you go back and log into our YouTube, and make sure you check out episode 47, Legally Binding. Which I will do a recap of that episode in just a little while. First, I wanted to do a couple quick shout-outs. First of all, if I sound awkward tonight, it's because I don't feel good. I've got a little bit of a cold tonight, so I'm probably going to be a little nasally, and probably every one of the NPCs will sound like they are coming down with the plague. So, yes, run away from every city, because everybody's being infected. But anyway, a couple quick shout-outs. We want to throw a shout-out to Twitch and Streamlabs for allowing us to be affiliated with them. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. We want to throw out a shout-out to Team MZ for all their streamer support, helping us in that department. Also to Many-Sided Dice and Nightshade Creations for all the really cool resources and products that they produce for Dungeons & Dragons and other RPGs. And our newest and most recent sponsor, DiceBard. Make sure you go check out dicebard.com for all of your gaming needs. They've got some really cool sets of dice, and I think they may still have a couple of those purple sparkle dice left over that they're going to be discontinued. So they only had a few sets of those, and actually I ordered a set, guys, that I plan on doing a giveaway during a stream of these purple sparkle dice from DiceBard. So don't forget to use the coupon code PROBO at checkout to get free expedited shipping on your order. Don't forget, Monday nights, Tomb of Annihilation with Dungeon Master Matthew, right here at Proficiency Bonus at 8 p.m. And in just a few weeks, we will be kicking off Waterdeep Dragon Heist with Dungeon Master JJ at the helm. That will be on Wednesday nights, and we'll be getting ready to do that in just a few weeks. Just a few weeks' time. I think he's finishing up putting his party together, so it's going to be really exciting. Also wanted to mention that we are currently casting for Curse of Strahd with Dungeon Master Sarah, so make sure that you can apply actually online via a Google form if you type in @Blitz beat me to it. There it is. You can click right in the Twitch chat on that Google form link, and it will take you right to the application. You can fill it out and get your name in the hat so that Sarah can start to put her adventuring party together to go through Barovia, which should be pretty exciting. We're going to do a quick recap. I'm going to go ahead over to the new screen now. Some of the screens, they're going to be out of place right now. We're waiting on JJ to get here. He's running a little bit late. Oh yeah, don't forget also, help support Mystic Hour on Thursday nights. Help support Christy. You can become a patron by clicking that link that you see in the Twitch chat and support her. And I think she's got a big episode planned coming up this next Thursday coming up. Yes. In which she will have, I know I will be a guest on the show. I know Matthew is confirmed to be a guest on the show. Did JJ ever come? Did JJ confirm?
JJ confirmed. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Awesome. So it's gonna be fun. I'm not sure what all Christy's gonna grill us about, but
you'll have some grill time.
But it should.
I get the strange feeling that somebody will be in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Heckling us.
Yes.
Maybe. Who knows?
I'm beginning to regret my choices.
It's called karma, Matthew.
We're about to get it thrown right back at us, aren't we? That's the way it works. Christy, I don't know if you can, but if you can figure out, for some reason, your microphone is a little bit quiet.
Okay.
If there's a way you can give it a boost for us.
How about now? Is that a little better?
No different.
No.
No different. Okay, wasn't good. It might not be picking up the Yeti.
Oh, wow, yeah, and I've got her maxed in Discord, too.
So cool. We're going to jump right into a quick recap. Last week, not a whole lot happened, but very big, dramatic stuff happened. Um, as the party was they just finished watching a majestic performance by Anastasius, their new friend and traveling companion. Most of the party became completely charmed by the majestical bard, and he did some prying in on a couple of them to see exactly what their intentions are, and kind of checking up on Callista's friends to see if they had Callista's best interest in mind. Also, Molfin tried to attune to the Zulkin dagger. And in that moment, the attunement was interrupted by a visitation of a small creature, small devilish creature, that looked somewhat like an imp. The imp stated to Molfin that he was currently under a devil's curse, and that Asmodeus himself, the archdevil of the Nine Hells, the lowest of the Nine Hells, was offering him a official contract to get his family, Lachlan and Moby, out of their own devil's curse from something that happened way back in Nightstone, like episode 4. Molfin, Asmodeus also offered Molfin a means of destroying, aid and support in destroying the Raven Queen, as long as he brought to him the Wand of Orcus. And Molfin signed the document. And then afterwards, Molfin told his friends at the breakfast table in Everlund, and he wasn't going
Thanks,
to tell
Ashlyn.
he wasn't going to tell his friends, but Ashlyn kind of weaseled it and wormed it out of him. And then Callista went ballistic on Molfin, stormed out. Anastasius went storming out. And there's just a lot of drama happening within our party right now. And now our party is kind of all split up, separated. Some of them are doing prayers in their rooms. We're going to get back into the adventure. Hopefully JJ will join us soon, so if you guys are seeing the videos all messed up, I apologize, but he will be here shortly. And once he pops in, boom, everybody will be in the right spot.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
much better.
Much better.
Is there a wind tunnel?
No,
Not so
Subtle,
bad.
but
Subtle?
not crazy.
Okay, I'll try to move it.
Wind tunnel.
I keep getting hot and cold. That's why I have wind, like my fans going. So I'm also sick.
Yeah, Christy got the post-con illness.
Convention
So,
flu.
Concrud.
Yeah,
con
yeah,
crud.
yeah.
So we're both kind of, yeah.
Hey, but matching shirts for the win. Got the promo.
Yeah. Love those proficiency bonus shirts. Thank you again, Sarah, for putting those together. That is awesome.
No problem.
Oh, weird. I always find that amusing.
What?
My camera, on my screen, my camera's like correct in the
Yeah.
printer, but when I look at Christie's, she's backwards.
Oh, I might have it mirrored.
She might have
Oh.
she might have it mirrored. Yeah. Cool.
So
Awesome.
the daggers are pointing at each other, so if we both jump that way, we can drive our daggers through Lachlan and Diana.
Ah!
We're getting really dark already. We haven't started the
Yeah.
episode.
Yep.
Awesome, guys. So let's dive back in. And so the story is told. Adventurers. Callista, you are currently sitting on a park bench, and that's not very good park bench music. That's terrible. What is that? RPG Town compilation. That's not working.
This is sort of music Lachlan plays when he's talking to his broom.
Yeah, what in the world is that garbage?
Careless Whisper.
It started out good.
I was debating over the week whether to buy Lachlan a new broom or not. Like, a really nice one.
Like a Nimbus 2000.
Magic
Yeah.
flying one. Come on.
I'll look for one. I think I'll find one.
Callista sitting on a park bench, being comforted right now by Anastasius. Anastasius was able to calm Callista's emotions and calm her down just a bit. Ashlyn was finishing up doing some shopping
Yes.
for some jewelry.
Yep.
using her Dory whale voice. And
Yeah.
and Diana and Lachlan and Mulfin were trying. Diana was trying to communicate with Ilmater to see if she could get some more information to help out with the current situation. So, party, the day is still young, and it's in your hands.
Would I be able to go back to the inn now?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll go there and find my compatriots.
So Ashlyn has rejoined Mulfin, Lachlan, and Diana at the Danavar's house, the elegant inn here in Everlund that you guys have been staying.
At the point she comes back, she's probably seeing Mulfin finish up doing something on robes partially opened onto the cloth tunic he wears under his robes. Then as she winds up just sort of closing it back up.
Okay.
Okay, well, I got you something for your robes since you ran at me, Uncle Muffin.
Oh, my dear, I am not mad at you. It is just this. It is the situation. As you can see, had you not commented on my keeping information from, well, everyone, Callista would still be here, and that rather flashy individual would not have gone chasing after her.
He is kind of flashy, but she'll come back. She always comes back. She loves us. But here, I got you
she
a...
loves you. Not quite sure she is loving the members of
Diana.
Team Small.
I think she finds us endearing.
Definitely endearing. I got you
Or
an intricate
infuriating.
golden octopus with gemstone eyes. It's a brooch. Here you go.
Thank you, my dear. What? Mulvin will look down and see the other one he's wearing. Go, well, perhaps I can put this one on the other side.
Yes. You look perfect.
It's like Ashlyn's happy that it's like it's a little symmetrical now, you know.
Thank
Oh,
my
you look
dear.
so dapper.
Well,
Lachlan, I was gonna get you something, but I decided that you were gonna steal something anyway, so I decided it wouldn't be worth it.
You know me.
But Diana, I got you, me, and Callista friendship rings. I know you're
so
excited.
excited she is speechless.
It seems to have taken the voice away.
Oh no. Is that part
Oh
of the
my God.
deal?
Such a
love
pleasant.
It's a gold ring with a light pink gem, so here you go.
Oh my god, I love it. Oh,
I hope Callista likes it too. I know it's not purple, but pink is kind of close to purple, so maybe she'll like it anyway.
it's like a soft purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nicely cut. It's a nice ring. It's rather simple, but it's nice.
How long do you think we have before either we should go, well, I won't say we, perhaps you should go seeking them, or do we just wait and see if they return?
I'd give them a little more time. Maybe a little. Just a little.
Where did that... apparently I've lost my familiar. If need be, I can always summon the beast again and send it out to find them.
Ooh, what is it this time? Is it still Poochwa?
Oh, I haven't seen that snake. And the last time it popped up, it was a rather large-looking cat.
Ooh, kitty.
It was watching Lachlan. I stopped summoning it in the form of a flying snake, as it seemed to make Callista rather uncomfortable.
That's a good. Yeah. Yeah.
But seeing as she may kill me at some point, you know, it may be a very moot point at this point.
True.
What do you think?
Me?
Oh, of course, Diana.
Oh, I was just contemplating the day and stuff. You know, what are we all gonna do?
Well, we have
Yeah,
to steal
Yeah,
a
what are we
dagger.
gonna do?
Let's meet up
Can
for
you steal a
brunch.
dagger?
Wait, what?
Can Can you steal Orcus'?
I heard-
Oh, it's a wand. Can you steal the wand from Orcus?
Yeah, let's go do that.
I bet you'd be really good at that.
No.
Yeah. Heist of the century? Heist of the 2 centuries?
Everyone who's standing there, go ahead and make a religion check for me.
Oh yeah, so good.
This is what I'm
Can I
really
try to
good
do
at.
that in abject terror.
No. I'm
The
really one
realization that-
anyways. I don't know if I was supposed to.
I think you're
Yeah, you're
you're
there.
there, right?
Basically, everybody
Okay.
but Callista and Anastasius are there right now.
Really, roll 20?
Yeah, my roll 20 just for the too.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, roll 20.
Because Anastasius just popped up.
Strange.
It stopped. Its heart stopped because he was just so handsome.
Hold on,
They
I have
realize
to restart.
Asmodeus is already in the game, and we don't need to roll a check to know that he is currently stealing time with our druid.
So, Diana, as they're talking about, as Ashlyn just comes out and says, "Hey, let's go get the wand of Orcus." You remember some things about your teaching, and just some. You don't know a whole lot about Orcus, but you know a little bit about him. That he is actually the prince of the undead,
Mm.
and
Okay.
this is going to be no small task by any which means, especially if Orcus still has the wand in his possession, which, from what you know, it's his for the taking. It's his property. He's not going to leave it. And you also know, and you've heard, that Orcus himself has the ability to speak a word and steal the life from creatures in just a word.
Wow.
Oh.
Interesting.
Like, he speaks, you die. No death saves.
Do it. I date.
Hi,
JJ.
We're not
Who's
doing
that
any of
speaking in
that.
Diana's mind?
We are staying as far away from that wand as we can get because, listen,
But we have a rogue.
in my studies, I have found, which I don't particularly care to study demons often, but when I do, Orcus is not the one to mess with.
Oh.
You ever, you know how people say that there's the power of life and death in words? Orcus
No.
can speak. Okay, well, religious folk say that sometimes.
Oh,
Orcus
okay.
can speak
Noted.
and say, "You're dead," in one word, and you're dead.
That's
You know-
2 words.
And you know what's even scarier, Diana?
Oh.
Is he can speak another word, and you're reborn as an undead minion under his control.
Ain't no like that.
And Molten doesn't get along with this guy?
Well, as pointed out, I did call out to him for aid, but apparently the Lord
Yeah,
of the
Muffin,
Nine
you
Bells
really
already
should
had
not
it
have called on him.
Well, it seemed the best option at the time. I mean, the Raven Queen hates undead. He is
It
the
does not.
demonic lord of the undead.
Yes,
Seemed
the
like a
best
match made
option
in-
at the time
Your
was
best.
for you, a little gnome who was maybe mildly experienced in the world to try to fight a god and a demon king. That sounds wonderful.
Well, no, my dear, I was not looking to fight the Demon King. I wanted the Demon King to fight the god. I was
Don't
just
like
going
Makes
to
sense.
edge them along.
I don't like.
So it sounds like if we're gonna steal this wand, we need to make sure he doesn't see us.
Yes, but also we're not going to need to steal the wand because we're going to get Molfen out of his dumb contract as soon as I find someone to. What was my plan again? I was going to take him back to my hometown, right? And not hometown, but like my to Daggerford to try and get him to to try and get my pastor to help him. Pastor, priest, my priest.
The high priest, Dorn. But the last that you heard, he was kidnapped?
Well, the last I heard was from Ilmater, which was that he was fine.
You did.
And that everything was sunshine.
Oh.
And
So
I
you
believed
heard,
it.
You heard
Lollipop.
kidnapped, and then you heard temple restored.
So we
That's
should go.
fantastic.
Yeah, we should go. Let's go to Daggerford and check it out.
This is a nice city.
I
Yeah,
suppose I could.
we've been out here in the middle of nowhere for so long.
Well, I could always speak to Crow and Valharo. I'm sure they would aid us in our journey.
Oh, the teleportation people?
Oh, yes, my friends there. I'm certain I could arrange travel for us all,
Wonderful.
assuming we are all together.
So yeah, I guess we'll have to go check with Callista, see what she's up to. But what else do we have in our dance card? You know, did we promise we would do anything for our big buddy?
Oh,
Kill Zolkin, steal Orcus's wand, kill Raven Queen, loophole in Asmodeus' contract. That's all you have to do.
The loophole should make it so we don't have to steal Orcus' sword. I mean,
Okay.
wand.
If you guys also remember, Harshnag is still waiting on the outside of the city for
Yeah.
you guys to rejoin him.
Oh,
to
I love
travel- To
Harshnag.
travel to the to meet with the Oracle.
Poor Schnag.
Oh, do we have enough artifacts to see the oracle?
We have two.
Remember, the way he explained it was that he thinks the artifacts will give additional information. So it's not that you needed any to visit the Oracle in the first place. It's kind of like you're using these artifacts as kind of getting on the Oracle's good side, good graces. And perhaps there might be more information provided if the artifacts were delivered as offerings.
Maybe this oracle could help too.
That's true.
this is a very valid point, although there is also the risk of, oh, and forgive me, yes, this morning has been trying. I cannot seem to recall whether it is Cryovane or Klauth who resides near the Oracle. Does anyone remember what Crowan said? Oh,
He said a lot of names, a lot of big
Who's
scary
Crowan?
names.
Where is that flashy fool? He was in the room, he'd remember.
And
Let's go
about-
find him, maybe.
At about this time, we're going to transition over to Callista and Anastasius. Callista calming down after the calm emotion spell that was cast upon her by Anastasius. You guys are just sitting in a park bench near the river, just relaxing a little bit, trying to get your bearings straight. What would you guys be doing? At this point?
I'm kind of
Hey,
distracted.
What's up,
I'm
20
just-
sides to every story? Thanks for joining us.
I think I'm distracting myself with dancing lights and Cleo. I'm playing with Cleo like in the park. I'm just sitting on the bench, but she's like in front of us, kind of playing with the lights, and I'm trying to calm down.
Can I just ask a quick question on the location? Is this like a like a little park inside a city? Like, has it got nice plants, grassy area?
Oh yeah,
or
yeah. And
are you
honestly, you're
somewhere
not
totally
too
different?
far. As you guys like stormed out, you're not too far. You're maybe only like a block or two away. I'm gonna shift ping you guys. You see about right here.
Yeah.
This is
Alright.
kind of like a nice park that has trees and just you can watch. You know, people were kids are playing in the river, and it's just kind of like a nice atmosphere here.
All right, I'm gonna hand my Bandonian to my unseen servant, which I cast, and he's just gonna play some gentle kind of, you know that like music you would hear in like a French cafe, just that romantic kind of like, you know those nice tones.
Oh
I'd
yeah.
be playing music like that, and I'd be sitting there, going over this crystal ball that I finally got back.
Okay, so are you concentrating on it for a little bit of time?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, fantastic. Callista, you're watching as Anastasius he's got this smooth, soft music playing as he's just spending some time with this new toy that he has in his hands. This little larger than softball size. It looks like a glass orb, but it shimmers in the sunlight with little bits of pinks and blue lights as it catches some of these reflections.
I don't suppose that thing will tell us what we need to do next, will it?
I don't know. Give me 20 minutes with it, and I'll tell you.
All right. The next 20 minutes, what are the rest of you doing? Are you guys going after him? Or?
Yeah, I'll go. Well, actually, I want to go find my aquarium.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you make your way back to, I think it was a halfling, was it, or a gnome, it was like a rock gnome that was working on it.
Yeah, like glass blower or something.
Oh yeah, you come up and he's got a beautiful glass aquarium ready for
with like an airtight lid kind of thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good.
He knew what you were doing with it, so he made it the best that he possibly could. It does look fragile, but you know it's made of glass.
Yes, I will pack it very tightly in my bag.
Okay. And
that was it. Okay.
You got your aquarium. You were all good to go for your jellyfish friends.
Yes. I pour Ferguson, Ferguson, Jimmy, and Sir Salisbury III inside this nice water.
Wait, say that again for me. It's Ferguson, Sir Salisbury III,
and Jimmy.
Okay.
Yes. And then pour them all inside so they can float up top.
And so you pour all these, you empty all these flasks into it, and they're floating around, and they all look the same, so it's kind of like they kind of mix and match, and now you're just like, it's random which one's name is which, because I don't know.
I know. A mother always knows.
A mother always knows.
Episode title.
Episode title, A Mother Always Knows. That's good. Nice.
Man, I'm gonna show Callista. She'll be so proud. Let's go find Callista. Oh, I'm by myself.
Yeah, but that only took you about 10 or 15 minutes, so you'll be able to stroll by with the rest of.
Okay.
Malphone just sort of look at Lachlan and Diana. Well, what say the two of you?
I was gonna recommend a really cute brunch or whatever.
Oh, that's a good idea too.
Oh, my cat is stealing my hat.
Does anyone have locate object? Can we locate Callista?
No,
Callista has that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Callista.
Grimps, just summon a demon, and then maybe she'll come and
Try to
spite us.
him.
With that, Malphone will
Put him on a leash.
God damn it!
pull out his spell book, start flipping
No.
through pages,
No, I smack it out of his hands.
and opens it wide and shows the three of them the torn out page.
Okay.
Yeah, before
I smacked it out of your hand. I smack it.
Diana, as you go to smack down, you notice there's a ripped out piece of paper from the spell book.
I still smack it.
And she smacks it, and your spell book falls to the ground, Molpin.
I see.
I have removed that spell from this thing after the unfortunate incident that happened.
Wow.
But, well, bear with me a moment and I'll summon my familiar and have them go out and seek them.
Well, if we're right here, can we smell the mint? Being smoked.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Mint.
The mint.
Yeah, I mean, Callista has been smoking, so.
Yeah, it's probably very
calming her nerves a
distinctive.
little bit.
Smells skunky, huh?
And tobacco, like a mix.
Hello, Celine.
Molphin, you catch a faint
Like a
smell
fish
of
concert.
mint. Unfortunately, Ashlyn, you're not. You're getting all kinds of senses going on right now. You're not really sure.
No, nothing.
I think I may have something, but I'm not overly certain. We can try with me leading the way, although that is probably not the wisest of ideas.
Why doesn't Diana lead the way and you direct her?
Okay.
Okay, well, crouch down, Diana. I shall climb up on your back.
I think not.
That's not what I
No.
meant.
Well, it is
I
easier
will-
to call up into her ears if my face is right beside her head.
Okay, you leave.
No, I think you can just speak, and I'll probably hear you. You know, elven ears, they're pretty big. They hear pretty well.
Really?
Everyone is worried
Wow.
about finding Callista right now. It's like,
Yeah.
I think you should go first. No.
No, you go first.
She's just gonna turn into a bear and probably maul.
I'm gonna sneak.
She's gonna maul everybody. She's gonna maul one 375-year-old gnome repeatedly.
Yeah, you don't have to run fast. You just have to run faster than the slowest person.
That's it. That's right.
Uncle Muffin, I'll carry you.
Thank you, my dear.
Okay, I'll carry Uncle Muffin, and you can direct me.
So,
I
Wolfer
imagine
gets up
like
on her back,
yeah,
moves around.
I imagine Molfin like Yoda, sitting on the back of Everlund. And they're making their way. As you guys start to see Callista and Anastasius up ahead, they're maybe about 100 feet ahead of you. You see them in the park. Molfin's nose was able to guide Diana the right direction to find the area where where Callista is now sitting on a bench, just smoking her pipe, the mint
Playing
herb,
with Cleo.
playing with Cleo, enjoying some time away from the rest of the group.
I will allow Salim to fly ahead and like go play with Cleo
Okay.
and like join them.
And actually, Diana, this is the first time you kind of like set Salim down, and he starts to kind of almost like flutter gallop a little bit towards Callista and Cleo. And for the first time, you see him spread his wings, and he does about 3 flaps into the air, and then he kind of loses his balance a little bit in the air, and then lands back down and kind of gallops the rest of the way over towards the group.
I cry. It's done.
You just break down.
Oh my god, I'm so proud.
I pat her with my mage hand.
Nice.
He flew 3 steps.
Oh, that was magical, and I'll like hug Diana. That was so magical.
And at about this time, Anastasius, as you're staring into this orb, all of a sudden, you start to see this blue mystical cloud start to form rapidly inside this orb. And all of a sudden, breaking through the cloud, you see a face emerge inside the glass. It looks like a kind of rough-looking halfling. And it looks towards you and says, hey, so you're my master now?
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
I guess.
I guess.
Yeah?
I guess too.
You guess too? You sure?
Yes.
It's okay, you won't be for long. So now that was kind of a weird stunt you pulled, you know, getting that. What was that guy's name that came and grabbed me?
Does it matter?
Oh, not at all. But it was great. Thank you. So, are we going soon? I got places to be.
I'm gonna just tuck this halfling away somewhere.
Hey! As you're doing, you just. As you spent some time with it, Anastasius, you recognize that it is a magic item.
Is it?
It is a crystal ball. And this crystal ball allows you to, while touching it, you can cast the scrying spell. The save is a DC 17 with it. Also, you notice that this crystal ball actually allows you to use mind reading, the detect thoughts spell, as you're scrying.
Oh wow.
And if you haven't already guessed it, this creature is sentient.
I'm stunned.
Did I notice Anastasia's talking to it because I'm sitting right beside him?
You saw him talking to it, but it just looked like a plain crystal ball to you.
Okay.
You didn't see a
Okay.
face or any of that stuff that he saw. You just saw the crystal ball.
Okay. I'll keep that myself.
I just tuck it away and pretend it doesn't exist for the moment.
You hear, like, underneath, you can't keep me tucked away forever.
It's true, I usually let things kind of out in the open. Don't need to. Anyway, that's a conversation for a different time.
Mhm.
Callista.
Yep. It is a conversation
So,
for another time.
Yes, I didn't realize you were there. Look, do you want to, let loose a little bit? I know a nice spot, kind of close to this area. It's down a few dark alleyways, but I guarantee it's a good time.
Oh my gosh, we're cramping mom and dad's date.
Because at just this moment, the rest of the party arrives.
Callista says sure, just as like Celine and tackles Cleo, and I'm like, shit.
Hi!
I dust the dead leaves kind of, off the front of me when I was laying down.
I put Wolfen down very gently, and I run up to Callista, and I say, "Okay, I know you're mad at us, and I'm sorry, and I don't know what to do, but I bought you a friendship ring with me and Diana, and here it is." And I give it to her.
I hold up my friendship bracelet.
It's a ring.
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 It's a ring.
It's a ring. Ring.
What does it look like?
It's gold with a light pink gem. I'm like, I'm sorry it's not purple, but I hope you find that is pretty because they didn't have purple. But I know purple is your favorite color.
No, actually, it's not.
Oh,
Ashlyn,
yes?
I'm not mad at you.
Oh,
You did a good thing back there.
okay.
You don't need to apologize for something when you did something good.
Okay.
Don't apologize, okay?
Okay.
And actually,
Thank you.
pink is my favorite color, and I put it on.
Oh, thank you.
And I kind of side glance Anastasia's.
My heart.
Make a stealth check, Molfin.
I guess I see him.
You guys hear the crackle of some shrubs beside you, and Molfin is currently trying to hide. Like his legs are sticking out of the bush. and
Gramps,
just
what are
like,
you doing over there?
I thought you were hiding, Black One.
Are you,
So, why are you
muted,
behind
Matthew?
the bush?
What was that?
Oh, there you go.
Mulford is just looked sort of halfway over at Lachlan.
Molfin, do I look like an idiot to you?
Don't answer! Don't answer!
Answer no.
Mulford
I
just
think I even know
folds
the
as much into a ball and tries to get further into the bush.
Like, if I get really small, she won't be able to see me. It's like-
Mulford tries to sort of stage whisper over at Lachlan in Gnomish. Do something, you fool!
Can I push him deeper into the bush?
Sure. Yeah, you guys all watch. And Lachlan runs up and just two hands push, extends, and just jams Molfin into this bush.
There you go, now you're hidden!
We can.
I just glare at the bush with Lachlan and Molfin. I pick up Cleo and I turn to Anastasia. I'm like, where did you want to go?
You guys
Do
going
you
somewhere? We
think-
have important business!
Do you think now's a good time to do that?
Molfen starts pulling himself out of the bush. Oh, what I
Oh,
meant.
Callisto, you'll be so proud I bought an aquarium. I show her the aquarium too. Aren't they delightful?
That's a good idea, Ashlyn. Careful not to lose it or break it.
Okay, I put it back in my bag really carefully.
Why are you here?
Oh, we wanted to find you, make sure you were okay.
Yeah, we just wanted to check up on you, you know, see if you weren't, like, really traumatized. I don't know. Mad.
I am.
Okay.
Like, by
we
this,
can-
or just in general?
There's a list.
Yeah.
Same.
I don't have a list. Do you want to sleep?
It's still midday. I don't want to sleep.
I could take a nap.
We were gonna go to brunch. Do you want to go to brunch?
No, I'm
Brunch
not
of the
very
Oracle?
hungry. Wait, what?
You know, the orc. Oh, I guess we didn't talk about it, huh?
What?
We have important business to do.
We always have important business to do.
We could take a day off, though, you know, if Callista wants a day to just, you know, be herself. That's all good. We can just go get brunch another time.
What exactly do you all want to do?
Get brunch.
Get brunch.
Find the
That's it?
secrets of the world.
But mostly we want to get brunch.
Yeah.
You know what's really funny is when your father-in-law comes downstairs and he needs to get something out of his desk that's on the other side of the room right here, and there's no room to walk behind, so he had to crawl.
Oh
Gosh!
I'm gonna give him DM's inspiration for that.
That's it. That's it, Michael. Put him in his place.
Oh my
He's
god.
like, "Can I just walk back there?" I was like, "Go ahead and walk back there." I was
Just
No,
walk.
crawl.
You're just gonna live stream to everybody. Everybody say hi.
Yeah.
That's awesome because my dad has walked behind me so many times. And I'm like, I'm on camera and he just doesn't understand. Like,
He's like, why can't I be on camera?
Molfen
My
is not
cat
gonna
is just
say
the
a
same
bloody
way.
word at all during any of this.
And Kliss is mostly just watching Molfen at this point.
And Molfen is looking every which direction to avoid her, and it is like painfully obvious. It's like kid in trouble in the principal's office. You know you done screwed up, and it's no, I'm not looking. If I don't look, I can't get yelled at.
so we're gonna go to brunch, but if you and Anastasia just want to go to your adult thing, that's okay too.
Yeah.
What do you think, Anastasia's?
Why don't we let a coin decide?
Ooh.
Pull out a coin from my pocket.
Alright.
What do the coins look like here?
Oh, good question.
Yeah,
I know what
that's
they
right.
look like in Waterdeep. Sword Coast Adventures guys might have it in there, but I don't know if they have Everlund coin in there.
Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
JJ likes to ask questions that can't be answered.
Add the flair.
Mhm.
Oh.
True.
Mm.
Gotta have that
This is
flair.
true.
What's that character's middle name?
Yeah, there is a. Wait, here we go. Here we go.
Alright, let's just say one side of the coin has my face, and the other side of the coin
Has
has
his face.
my ass.
Oh my god.
Fair enough. We'll go with that.
Alright, heads. Callista and I will go out and she can enjoy the day. Tails, we will come with all of you. Alright,
Why
heads
doesn't
is gonna be
Calista
one.
just go enjoy the day? I feel bad now.
It appears we're coming with you.
Yes.
Brunch it is!
While I have this
Brunch.
folder, Diana, here, and you pull out the sack that Arthur was kind enough to give me last night, and
I love sacks.
this is the gold from your armor.
What? Like,
I showed Arthur such a good time last night that he insisted that you have it back.
I saw Arfred leave and I didn't see him come back.
Oh, he came back.
He came back.
Yeah. Callista tells you he came back if...
Insight anyways. Did Arfred tell me? Did Arfred, no, not tell me, but do I think Anastasius is a liar?
Do you want to make a deception check for us, Anastasius?
Yeah, for sure, we'll do.
That's gonna be a hard one to beat.
Yeah. No.
Does he have an advantage since I'm helping him?
Sure, he does. It has a 31. So, yeah. You almost...
Intuitive!
Take the money, Diana! Take the money! Callista wants you to take the money!
Take the dirty money.
So, yeah, you have your... I think it was 35 gold pieces that you paid?
Yep, 35.
Wow.
So you get all that back?
Are you guys sure? I mean, he doesn't, like, need it for, like, food or
He said he didn't want to charge for something so beautiful.
Oh,
Didn't
okay.
feel right.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's so kind of you. Maybe I should go back and I should just say thank you,
Anastasia
Sure,
managed.
the way he
do
left
that.
last night.
Yeah, I think he's not.
Oh boy.
I think
Oh
he's
my,
satisfied, Diana.
Okay. Wait, weren't Ashlyn and I in? I mean, I believe him, but dang it, I don't want to. Okay. Well, thank you for that. Now I am not so dead broke as I was before. Got 73 plus 35,
Yeah, you
and
guys spent a good bit of money here while you've been here.
I spent all of my money here.
All of your money. Yeah, you guys dropped some change.
Wolfen ain't dropped 1 red cent.
Wolfen gave me money, and then I bought jewelry with it, so...
Logba
Oh,
knows
okay, that's
me.
your point. I dropped a couple of platinum in your bag.
Yes.
Mhm.
I would like
Which
to
I didn't know
go
about, though.
after brunch. Can I handle personal business at some nearby temples or whatever?
Sure, that's what you would like to do. Unless you're asking if you're asking me or asking the party that, I mean, it's silly.
Both.
Oh yeah.
Would you guys mind if I after brunch, if I kind of went out on my own and we can all just do our own thing like Callista wanted?
Yeah,
Can I
we'll
find
have
a
lunch and then I'll go with Anastasius. That's fine.
Who wants to go to find a fight club with me? I need to practice.
A fight club?
Yeah, come on, Lockley, you'd be good at it.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
No, come on, we'll go punch people.
I'm both. No,
I'm little.
Yeah, but you're scrappy.
I'm little.
Scrappy, I like it.
Come on. We'll go find a fight club after brunch.
Fight club. Do they have those?
We'll go to a couple bars, we'll just ask around, and we'll see.
So what you're saying is we're just gonna go drink and punch people?
What's
I'm in.
the,
I'm in.
Mark, what's the filthiest dive bar in this city?
The filthiest dive bar. It's called the Boar Pit.
If you head to the boar pit, I'm sure they'd be more than happy to accommodate you there.
Alright, thank you, Anastasius.
Be safe.
You too.
Well, shall we eat?
Well, you are the local, so what are the good food options here?
Oh, I'm not a local. I just travel a lot.
You are the traveler who is experienced in such and such, and where do you think we should eat?
Alright, I'm gonna take him to, because I was playing French cafe accordion music before, I'm gonna take him to like a French themed cafe. As French as it gets in, her fantasy themed world.
That's the best kind of cafe! Yes!
Yeah, absolutely. You guys head to have a bit of brunch and enjoy some brunch foods, getting a chance to relax and just calm down after the morning's events. And I mean, still the day is yours. If you guys want to continue on venturing in.
I imagine it's like the most awkward, like family brunch ever.
Yeah,
everyone's
just kind of
look at each other.
It's like it's that situation where sometimes when your eyes meet, you quickly turn away and start eating something else off your plate.
Does this place serve alcohol?
Yes, absolutely.
No.
It is just whenever they come by, whatever the top shelf special is there.
It's
Molfin, you gonna come to the fight club to watch me and Lachlan fight?
It's wine. It's just really good wine.
It's brunch, so it's mimosas.
Whatever it is. Molfin wants whatever they've got that's the strongest they've got.
All right, yeah.
Really
You
strong with
get a really
tequila.
nice fine glass of wine. Just the glass is going to cost you probably 6 silver pieces just to enjoy a glass of this wine. But it is very
Shoots the
nice.
first one, asks for another.
All right.
Okay.
He's getting drunk before lunch.
Alright, well, I punched Lachlan on the shoulder and I said, let's go to the boar pit.
The boar pit, yeah.
I bet it'll be awesome. And I punch him again.
Ow, that would hurt.
Oh, come on, you can take it. You're Scrappy.
Scrappy, yeah.
So, Ashlyn and Lachlan, are you guys trying to head to the boar pit?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna go.
Find an underground fight club.
Okay. You guys make your way to excuse me, the eastern side of the city, crossing over a bridge. I'm going to shift ping right here over the river. There it goes. Crossing over the river, eventually you get to a interesting establishment that has a sign, a wooden sign that looks like a wild boar on the front of it. You can see in its crazy type inlaid font that says the boar pit on the front. It actually doesn't look as, it's not like when you guys were in Yartar and you found like really dumpy places. They were really kind of struggling. This one, although it may not live up to the standards of Everlund, it's still not a terrible looking place. It just doesn't look as up to date as the rest of the things. As you walk in, it is fairly empty right now. There seems to be one human male kind of sitting on the bar, and just seems to be a couple people just working behind the counter.
So we're just gonna start chucking tables and.
It looks like there's like a heavier set dwarf over in the corner, sitting in a booth. Looks like he's just having lunch.
Is there a barkeep?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll go up to the barkeep, order me and Lachlan 2 ales, then I'll say, so, you like fighting?
What?
You like the punching?
You heard her.
Only if people get too rowdy, then I just throw them right out of here.
Yeah,
Wait.
no, I mean for fun. Like, you ever do that?
Well, it is fun to throw people out of here, but I don't know what you're talking about. Here's your ale. He slams them down.
I sign him gold and I say, you know of any place that has an underground fight club?
Underground fight club?
I want to lick a knife.
Make a persuasion check, Ashlyn.
Me? Oh my god.
a help or detriment?
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter.
There ain't nothing like that around here.
That's a shame. I like punch.
But if you really want me to, I can go ahead and punch you and then throw you out.
No, I just punched Lachlan, and I went.
Well, it seems like you guys already got it together. Go ahead and just take it outside.
Okay. Can we
no.
take the drinks outside, or?
I don't care.
Okay,
Great.
Lachlan, let's go drink outside.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go drink behind Wawa, get in a fight.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's just what a good time is in Florida.
So you guys are walking around outside now with your ale in hand,
Yeah.
and you hear the door open. Hey, just bring the glass back when you're done.
Oh, okay, sure.
If you don't, I'll punch you and then throw you out.
Not if I punch you first.
Already out.
I'll throw you out again.
I'll drag you back in and I'll throw you out.
And behind him, like, you see this dwarf, this heavyset dwarf, kind of just slowly lean out, and he looks towards both of you. He's got this scruffy red beard that falls down onto his extended belly, and he just starts going.
No.
Oh, geez.
And then he drifts back into the bar.
Oh, that wasn't creepy at all.
I would be very
Flashbacks.
scared.
Flashbacks.
American Horror Story.
You have no idea.
This is one of Michael's famous recurring NPCs in everything he does.
Well, Ashlyn,
At least we got the beer.
yeah, I'd call it a victory. I think, you know,
Yeah.
we went to find a fight club and we found, I don't know,
Beer.
beer.
Not the best beer either, but it's okay. I'll drink
Yeah,
it anyway.
it's definitely not the best. Kind of tastes like an ale that you would get from a place called the Boar Pit.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Natty Light.
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
Crush the can in my head.
Yeah.
All right. So Ashlyn and Lachlan, eventually you both joined back up with your party.
Yeah.
Unless the party was doing something else while they were gone.
Oh, go.
Hi.
Lachlan, quick, punch me in the chin.
What? What?
Punch me in the chin.
There's like a couple people like watching, and they just like look at you with eyes wide and then turn away and then walk.
Come on, we gotta tell them that we found one, or else they're gonna laugh at us.
Ashlyn, I can't punch you. We're friends.
Pretend we're
Oh.
not friends.
That's rough.
The friend zone.
Okay. I see.
How about we punch each other? We punch each
Okay.
other on the count of 3.
Okay, 1,
1,
2,
2.
3.
Both of you make attack rolls, please.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Start him, Ashlyn. Start him.
How? What would this? What kind of attack roll would this be?
It would be
Oh,
just,
oh no!
it
She
would
has
just-
martial arts.
it would
That's
just be
not fair.
strength based for you, Lachlan.
No! No! Wait.
So
Start him. Start him.
the speed of Ashlyn's punch just catches you by surprise, Lachlan. You go to wind up, Lachlan, and you're just getting ready, and as she says 3, you're just like, poof, oh! And you don't even get a chance to take a swing. Like, your swing just goes out to the side, and she just connects to your face.
I think my face is gonna be stuck like this forever.
No, you look good like that. It's fine.
Thanks, Ashlyn.
Oh, God. Well, at least we can tell them we found the Fight Club. It'll be really persuasive now, except you should handle that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good job. You took it like a champ.
I think my jaw's dislocated.
Yeah, you're still talking. You're fine.
Ashton's way of saying "suck it up."
Yeah.
Good job, Lachlan. All right, now we'll head back to the group.
Yep.
All right. Was any of you, or were you guys just kind of sticking together while Lachlan and Ashlyn were gone?
I was gonna bounce. I was gonna, after brunch, go to like a nearby temple because I like to visit the temples of the towns that I visit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Are you going to an El Mater temple?
Hopefully, if I can find one.
Oh yeah. There's a temple to El Mater here.
Okay, I'll let them do whatever they're doing. I feel like mine's gonna be like lengthy, so I'll just let them do their thing first.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say wherever Anastasia wanted to go before Callista wants to go, because she does not want to sit here alone with Malfin right now.
And the minute the two of them start to go, Malfin is disappearing off to the within the city walls, but like a nice little secluded wooded area somewhere away from everyone.
Okay. Excellent. All right, Anastasius and Callista, you guys are free to explore, do some things. What would you guys like to do?
Alright, what I had in mind is, look, I don't know if it exists, but I'm gonna breathe some life into it and make it exist. I'm gonna take Callista to Smokin' Joe's Underground Jazz Club.
Okay.
It's not a filthy club, but it's kind of dank a little bit, you know.
Do they have a fight club?
No.
Oh.
They got like these stone kind of like cement brick walls, and like the place is there's just like this lingering smoke cloud just from everyone, you know, smoking, and it's just raucous and loud, and somewhere you go to be unnoticed.
Okay. Yeah. You've been here before, Anastasia, so you know exactly where to go. So, during the day, would this place be as... what would this place be like during the day? Because you think it is just about lunchtime.
It's like one of those places that's open 24 hours that like people don't leave.
Okay. So it is still hopping in the middle of the day?
Yeah, it's like
Miami.
When you go out for a big night, that place you always go afterwards that continues it on to the next day. Yeah, that's the place.
All right. Yeah, so as you guys enter, you can see that a lot of people are enjoying this place. Some people are out on the dance floor enjoying some of this high-tempo music that's going on right now in the middle of the day.
Everyone's just like that, a little bit like uncomfortably sweaty because it's so like humid down here.
It's a little humid, yeah. Yep. Callista, you are not surprised that you're being taken to a place like this, because this seems to be Anastasius's jam. He knows, in a lot of these towns and cities, he knows the places to go where he can whether perform or enjoy other entertainment.
You know I like it dirty. And I'm gonna go to the bar and get the strongest thing they have for Callista, and I'll come back with one.
Okay. Excellent. Diana, you eventually find yourself entering into a temple of El Mater.
Yes.
See, it's much like the other temples of El Mater that you visited. It's not real gaudy. They don't do a lot to decorate, just because of the humble nature of the god in which they serve. A lot of the pews are simply just made out of just wooden planks within the temple itself. You can see there's a few priests that are moving about, burning some incense. There's a few people in there praying. You can see a man up near the front. He resembles a high priest of some sort, wearing the familiar fur vests that a lot of these priests and high priests of El Mater wear.
I want to put my fur cloak a little bit more over myself so they can't see the gaudy armor that I bought because I'm selfish and sinful. I just want to approach the high priest and say, "Hello there. I have an offering."
Oh. That would be mighty kind of you. I see that you are a worshipper of Ilmater, a priest. Are you a priest?
No, I worship Ilmater. I just got the fur from a guy, and I kind of wear it. It gets cold. It gets cold in my travels from time to time, so I keep fur sometimes with me over my armor. I understand it might be interesting.
What are you giving to him as an offering, Diana?
80 gold pieces and 10 platinum.
He looks as you drop this. I guess it'd be like or you just kind of dropping the coins right into his hand.
Yeah.
He's looking at it like and just utterly stunned as he looks at all this money and I don't know what to say. This is incredible. It's what a gracious show of humility. Ilmater will be pleased.
The armor really isn't, so I thought that I would balance it out.
Fair enough. We could put this to good use. Do you know how many meals this could purchase for people in need?
Hopefully many.
Many. For many days we could help others. And he takes it over and he puts it in this large, looks like offering plate that has a little lid that he pulls off and he dumps the change. It seems like there was some other change in there, but not nearly as much as what you just gave him. And he puts it in there and puts the lid on the top, and he starts to say a little prayer over the offering plate and lifts it kind of high in the air as he's saying the prayer, and it sets it back down upon an altar table in front. He turns around and he's like, is there anything that we can do to help you? Oh, excuse me, by the way, my name is Raymar. And he holds out his hand. Uh-oh, did we lose Diana? Did we lose Zos?
Hello,
Everybody
Zos.
loves Raymar.
Everybody loves
Appears we
Raymar.
have.
Sorry.
Apparently not. You said Raymar and Zos ran away.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Cast invisibility.
I think Zos might be going through some technical issues right now. We're going to get her all set. Just a bit. Well, as Raymar is holding out his extended hand. Mofin, you actually find yourself in a wooded area behind Moongleam Tower. And you're kind of relaxing a little bit, trying to, calm your emotions a little bit, too, from everything that has occurred. What exactly would you be doing as you're here?
Well, Mofin will be sitting for a little while and remembering before how he was located and just wanting to be left alone and have just not deal with any of this right now and taking care of his own thing. We'll spend a few moments and cast Leomund's tiny hut as a ritual.
Okay.
And just set up that dome around him.
Okay.
And then trying to make the dome in the area he's sitting in as close to like the natural color, like from people looking at it from the outside, as close to, like, if they're just sort of glancing in from outside on the street with the sun out, maybe they really won't notice that something's in there.
So basically, like camouflage. You're just going for like the camouflage look.
Yeah, just as much as he could just sort of go, oh, tree right there. This section's brown.
Gotcha.
He's not taking any real time with it. Just sort of.
So the way it works, I guess with this hut is creatures can't enter it. Is that the way it works?
No. Anything that's inside it when I'm inside it can come. Oh wait, let me see. Yeah, objects and creatures within the dome can move in and out of it freely.
Mm-hmm.
All other creatures, spells, and other magical effects cannot extend through it.
Okay, excellent. About this time, as you're kind of sitting there relaxing, and you can see out of it like plain as day, right?
Yeah.
It just, in one of the nearby trees, you can see what looks to be your standard house cat.
Rather odd to see one of those there, but either way, that's Molfin's just going to sort of ignore it and pulling out his new spell book, is going to start copying another one of his spells over.
Okay.
Or basically copying one of the scrolls into the spell book for a couple of hours.
Okay. How long does it take to copy that scroll?
Let me see which one we're going to do. It'll take... I lost it. I want to say it's a couple of hours per level, so it's going to be like 5 or 6 hours.
Okay.
Molfin's going to be just sitting out there in his little world for a while.
Okay.
And as he's doing all this, sitting in front of him is just one little pouch with one of the little pouches of dirt.
Okay. Excellent. Molfin, about 30 minutes into copying this into your spellbook, the house cat that was in the tree spreads wings out from its back and flies down and lands on the ground.
Oh my god!
About 25 feet in front of you. And then its wings just fold back on its side, and it just looks like a normal house cat.
Why does everybody get cool pets, but I got jellyfish?
And then
I want that cat so bad to try some.
And then, as you're sitting there, as the hours pass, I'm just gonna kind of, add on to, since you're gonna spend a lot of hours doing this during the day. You notice that not only is there one, but there are several, all different kind of variations of fur. And you can see that sometimes they disappear towards Moongleam Tower and then come back and like play around with each other out on the grass in front of you. Some of them fly up into the trees. You see some of them like catching mice and things like that they're chasing around, and then they'll disappear back towards Moongleam Tower again. And as you're copying this down, you've counted probably at least a dozen of them.
Perhaps to be dealt with later.
And then we're gonna go back to Diana.
Hello!
Literally back in time.
Because Raymar was just introducing himself with his hand outstretched when you were booted. So
Yes, when Ilmater had a message for me, and I had to take a minute and just focus on that.
oh yeah.
That message was, "Your Wi-Fi is bad." Noted. Okay, I will extend my hand and respectfully be like, "Hello, thank you."
Is there anything that we can do to help you?
Actually, I had a technical question about how one could handle possibly being in a contract with a demon.
Contract with a demon?
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
Devil. I mean, devil.
A devil. Oh, devil. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. A devil. goodness. Is your friend okay?
He is presently alive, presently free to do whatever he wants to do. He just has to complete a task before his time. Otherwise, he will have...
SMG just falls apart.
It was a dice from Dice Bard.
Nice.
They're trying to tell you something. No.
Exclamation point Dice Bard in the chat.
His family... Make sure that you buy some dice from Dice Bard. Go check out Dice Bard. They're really poppin'. Use the code Proficiency Bonus for, I don't know.
He
For
looks at
knocking
you,
your
Diana.
players on the
He looks at you and he's very concerned in his face. He said, well, we do have an extensive library that we could look through.
Okay.
We normally we use our service is to just serve others here at this temple, but we can delve a little deeper into this. I don't know if we'll find any answers, but
I'm sorry, I understand it's quite a big favor to ask. It happened recently and I was curious. I don't know.
Well,
I'm sorry. Catholic guilt.
Don't be sorry. It's pretty amazing that you're willing to go through all this trouble for a friend, a close friend. That seems like a very nice thing to do. Let's
He was
follow
a
me.
very close friend.
Let's take a look. Our library, it may be limited in our text about such things, but we can look through and see if there's anything that will help.
Awesome.
All right, so you guys go ahead. He leads you into the library. It's definitely a humble library, not extensive whatsoever, but there's a lot of old texts. He kind of starts pulling texts down from the bookshelves. A lot of them are dusty and haven't been moved from this library in several years.
Such a shame. Do you train very many new disciples here?
Yeah, we try. It's difficult to give your life to humility when people just want what they want, and they just usually tend to go with their desires rather than helping others. It's hard to choose a humble lifestyle.
Wow, who would ever do something like that? That is... I have never in my life done anything selfish. Nope. Not since I gave my life to Ilmater.
he kind of taps you on the shoulder and he's like, we all make mistakes. It's natural. But...
Yeah. Okay.
He gets a couple books out, and it's going to take a little bit of time here, Diana. So as you're kind of going through the library too, you guys are kind of flipping through pages, trying to find anything that would spark any kind of interest in this kind of situation. Ashlyn and Lachlan, you make your way to where you thought the party was, but it seems that everybody is dispersed and nobody's at Anniver's house anymore.
What time is it?
It's been a few hours, so we're saying about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's not dark enough for Fight Club again, Lachlan.
Huh. Unless there's, maybe there's daytime Fight Club, nighttime Fight Club, like they do shifts. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking nighttime Fight Club's where we should be.
Yeah, it's probably it's the more edgy and cool Fight Club.
Yeah.
Where did everybody go? Do you think? Do you think they went to find Harshnag, or?
Probably not. No one thinks of Harshnag. But me. So, I bet Molfin's sulking, Diana's finding out information, and Anastasius and Callista are partying.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
So what do we do until then?
Let's go drinking.
I like it.
Okay. Better beer this time.
Yeah, that other stuff was kind of
Yeah, that was gross.
skunky. Yeah.
So Lachlan and Ashlyn, you guys make your way to a little bit better of an establishment. Did you? Are you guys kind of just doing like a little tavern hop around Everlund
Yeah.
right now?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you guys are headed out, grabbing.
And
yourself-
every time we go to a new tavern, I would be like, man, I wish I could fight someone.
How to get kicked out of a tavern in 2 seconds.
I'm like
see-
nursing my jaw in
Yeah,
front
you,
of
can,
him while she's.
you guys can start to physically see like where Ashlyn's fingers like connected to the side of Lachlan's face, like it starts to bruise up a little bit on the side.
Diana can take care of that. It's cool, right? It's cool. We're
I think
cool.
it makes you look tough and mysterious. I kind of like it.
It does. I can punch the other side too if you want.
It's I think one side's enough.
Okay. That's cool.
Diana, after extensive searching through this library, unfortunately, this library just doesn't have very much information about what exactly you're looking for when it comes to devils and contracts and how to redeem one's soul from such a thing. But your Raymar kind of looks at you and he says, "Well, even though that we don't have much information here, you can always travel to. You could perhaps try Silvery Moon.
Okay.
They do have quite an extensive library in Silvery Moon that might have more information about this topic. Also, there is an extensive library somewhere, from what I could tell, on the Sword Coast. I believe it's called Candlekeep.
Okay.
I believe those libraries would provide some information to help you.
Okay. And we don't. I mean, it's not like you would know of anybody, right? Who could negotiate a contract with such a creature?
Aside from praying to Ilmater himself, I know nothing about the sorts. I'm sorry, my dear.
Well, I will definitely pray. What you said earlier about humility and selflessness and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I just, if someone really wasn't doing too well, in that whole area, how could they correct their path?
Well, Ilmater's
10 Hail Marys.
Ilmater's always looking for your willingness to come clean, forgive yourself, and then carry on from there. And
Forgive myself?
yeah, we're all gonna make mistakes.
What if some mistakes are pretty big, like, dumb things, like falling in love with the wrong guy or befriending a goblin that, ate people and you didn't know that she did.
He kind of gets an uncomfortable look on his face for the first time, and he's just like, "It's all details aside, my dear.
I feel I need to confess,
We all make mistakes. But you can begin.
I've made so many.
He kind of.
So many.
He looks at you and he's just like, easy. They're there. It's okay, really. It's okay. Don't listen.
I'm so upset.
Ilmater values the humble servant, and for some reason I can tell that he's chosen you.
I'm so bad at it. Why?
He kind of looks around and he's putting some books back on the shelf, and he looks at you and he kind of talks under his breath for a second. He's like, "You think I'm any better?"
Aww.
and he puts the books.
Honesty is good.
Now, I'll be honest. I never. Did you say befriended a goblin who ate people?
I didn't know. She just seemed very lost.
It's okay. I was just saying. I know. It's okay.
And then maybe as a joke, I like jokingly was like trying to be, never mind. I'm not gonna get into it.
he kind of looks at you. He's like, listen. This is the key.
Okay.
Put everyone else, even the lowliest of individuals, ahead of yourself.
What about people who have wronged me? Like, tried to, stole parts of my soul, kind of, and maybe put them in an inanimate object. Do I need to put those people ahead of me?
That is a very good question.
Thank you. Because I feel like a mater wouldn't like that. Would maybe, want me to smite them on his behalf, because they're bad people.
Ilmater has blessed you with the ability not only to serve the lowly, but to also to stop those who oppress others. He has
so I can
you
kill him.
You must do the will of Ilmater, and you must use the gifts that he has given you.
Yeah. I guess. Okay. Thank you, father, priest, saint, guy.
Call me.
I don't know how to address. Huh?
He
Call
says,
him what?
Call me Raymar, and he holds out his hand again.
Raymar. Raymar in where we are?
Everlund.
Everlund. In Everlund. You're my guy.
JJ, perhaps not the best thing to openly talk about murder with a temple priest.
Yeah.
He's not a temple of Ilmater. Come to a temple of Asmodeus, and hey,
He said that I can smite him. He said it. He said that I have been given the power to protect the oppressed.
Well, Ilmater gave you abilities. He gave you abilities, and he gave you them for a purpose. And you would know that, Diana, that you are given... you're an adventurer. You're extraordinary compared to a normal commoner. So, as for serving as a cleric of Ilmater, he would give you these... Yeah, especially do 80 points of damage with an inflict wounds. Yeah, exactly. He's given you some pretty hefty abilities to stop oppression when you see fit. And that's another thing about Ilmater is, especially when the oppression comes against, the poor and people who can't care for themselves. That's a big thing with Ilmater. But on the other side of things is Ilmater would gladly sacrifice. Sacrifice is a big thing for a humble servant. Would gladly sacrifice for even the lowliest. Okay. And you know that because his symbol is a symbol of sacrifice. It's these two hands that are bound with this kind of like thorny vine that goes around his wrists. And some of the images that you have seen that have been sculpted, there's not many sculpted images of Ilmater because of the humility, but it's basically a human body that has lashings all over it.
Ooh, player commentary here. I really hope that one day Diana dies sacrificing herself or something, because that would just be such a good story arc for her. Oh my god, please kill her, Michael. Not yet. Not for a long time.
Not yet.
Whoa.
Come see Molten.
Wow.
We can help with that.
All right, and Diana, as you are making your way out of the temple, we're going to use this opportunity to take our break tonight. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight to episode 48 of Storm King's Thunder right here at Proficiency Bonus. We're just going to take a short break to go grab some new drinks and catch our breath, and we will be back live here in just 5 to 7 minutes. So, you guys stay put, and we'll be right back. Well, welcome back, everybody, to Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael, your humble dungeon master this evening, as we dive back into Storm King's Thunder, episode 48. Currently, our party is kind of spending some downtime here at Everlund, kind of regrouping and gearing up for the adventures ahead. Trying to figure out exactly what it is that they are going to embark on, because they have quite a list right now of things that they could be getting into, but it's up to them where the adventure leads. So we're going to take you guys back into Everlund, and Anastasius and Callista spending a few hours here at this cafe area, this jazz club kind of thing that Anastasius brought you to, Callista. What exactly would you guys be doing at this point?
I think once I've drank a little bit, kind of calmed down, I realize I can't keep avoiding them forever. And I will probably head back to... first I go to the Mage Tower.
Okay.
I want to find... what was Malcolm's contact's name again?
Crowin.
Crowin Valhara.
Rowan?
Valharo, yeah.
Yeah, I want to talk to him.
Okay, Anastasius, are you going with, or...
Yeah, I'll be accompanying Callista wherever she's going.
Right.
I'm like supporting her as she's getting up out of her seat because she's had a little bit, so not stumbling or anything.
So Anastasia's making sure that you're not stumbling around, Callista. Callista, you seem to be holding your own. You've had a few drinks, but it's just enough to calm you down. And you guys head towards Moongleam Tower. Upon your arrival, you're recognized by the guards and pretty much welcomed back in, because obviously Anastasius is with you, and all the guards were there last night during the show. And as you guys approach, it's like it's kind of like the guards almost like crowd around Anastasius, trying to get his autograph, and just
I'm
talking.
gonna kind of push through him, and as I'm like on the other side of him, I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation and like gonna blow a kiss to him, and like one of the guards there gets like a lipstick mark on the side of his cheek.
One of the guys, Sam, look. Oh, no way. Yes way. No. Yeah. And they're just like back and forth, like they can't believe what's going on.
Those two guards are going to get that entire tower stolen. The whole tower's just
and their names are Sam and Liam, after Sam Riegel and Liam O'Brien. So any Critical Role fans out there will know exactly what I mean. So they're just kind of like in awe of this moment. Anastasius and Callista, you're able to walk in. Every time you pass a guard, they're just like basically looking for a high five from Anastasius, or they just shout out something to him. And that was such a great performance last night. Oh my goodness, one of the best I've ever seen. And
am I being catcalled right now?
You're always catcalled. You're always catcalled.
It's like everywhere you go.
I've flown
it. Both of you make perception checks.
I show everyone how fierce I am.
Callista, as you guys are walking back up the stairs, being guided through, it looks to be another Harper agent, is kind of guiding you guys along when you came in. You notice at the top of the steps, you see a little bit of a tail hanging from the top step as you guys are coming up these. It's kind of like a spiral staircase that goes up, and eventually you start to see that there is a house cat laying at the top of the steps. It has rather dark fur, but the paws are all white.
Aww.
And then as it sees you guys coming, it stands up kind of abruptly and runs into Crowin's room, where the door was just slightly open.
I will follow it.
All right.
Because Callista loves cats. Anastasia knows it.
As you guys move into the room, you notice that this room is actually flooded with these things. There are various of these house cat looking things, and two of them are laying on the back of Crowan's chair, like the very top, as he's kind of sitting there going through flipping pages of a book, and he looks up towards you. Oh, hey, welcome back. Oh, Anastasius, my goodness, that was quite a performance last night. I was rather impressed.
Thank you. I was glad you could come down.
Oh, don't worry about the animals. They
Are they all yours?
yeah, they hang out here. We get a lot of strays.
They're adorable.
They can be a real pain in the butt sometimes.
No, never.
Especially that one over there, that Mr. Whiskers. Ugh. You gotta look out for him.
Why?
Oh, he's just pesky little bugger.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Okay, on Mr. Whiskers.
Yep.
And you look over, it's like a completely black cat with these bright yellow eyes is looking towards you.
Why does Crowan think you're naughty?
I like to tear things up. And he kind of puts his head down a little bit.
Oh.
What kind of things?
Just about anything. Papers, furniture.
But it makes you happy, right?
It kind of does.
Then keep doing it.
Okay. But he'll get mad again.
Just be sneaky.
Okay, I can do that.
Do that when he's not looking. If he's not in the room.
Oh,
He won't catch you.
He loses track of me all the time. I mean, look at all the... See, I blend in with all the rest, and it just... When he least expects it, boom, there goes his paperwork.
How long have you been around here?
Oh, I've been here maybe 2 years. We were all out and about earlier.
Has there always been so many of you guys here?
Oh, yeah. We like to hang out here. Crowan may not realize it, but he takes good care of us. Even though he says we're a pain.
Yeah, he's probably secretly a cat person.
Oh,
They don't like to admit it sometimes. Especially men.
Most definitely. And he starts to do this hunch thing with his back, like he does that cat hunch, and he starts to do the cat kneading the bread kind of thing down on the...
Oh.
Hey, get a big yawn.
I give him a little scratch.
Oh, that's the stuff.
Yeah, behind the ear.
And then after you give him a scratch, he does one of those little bites. You know how cats will sometimes like try to nip at you? He's like, ah!
It's like a love bite.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can't stand it when they do that.
I love it.
I love it.
Because they don't bite you, they just
Stop
go,
biting me!
It's not biting, he's just like, ah. It's cute.
With the fangs and the rabies, it's like,
No, they're cute.
It's cute when it's gentle, but then when
It's
they like
gentle.
latch on and then they get their claws in you
and then
and
you
they
get the claws going like this, and
And it's like,
shaking your leg, and
You
the
guys
cat's
just don't
like,
understand
"Get
cats."
off of me."
I understand my cat plenty. My cat will cuddle you, purr, and be nice, and then 2 seconds later, oh, I'm done being cuddled, and I'm not just gonna walk away from you. I'm gonna leave you with scars as I go.
But Callista, your best guess is these they're called Tressum. So basically,
Yes.
they look like a house cat, but they have wings.
Wings, yes.
Yeah, and they're basically your standard house cat. And they were probably here even yesterday when you guys were here. You just may not have noticed, or they may have been out and about. They kind of seem to have a little bit of leeway. It's kind of like the indoor-outdoor kind of house cat mindset. They can go out when they please, and they always find home. So,
Cool. Okay. I'll turn to Crowan. I heard you mention before with the Harpers. I was supposed to ask if you had connections with the Emerald Enclave.
well, the Harper's organization is working closely now with the Emerald Enclave.
Do you know who I could talk to in the city or somewhere nearby?
that's a good question. I know there are several members of the Enclave here around town. I do have a name, Chris. Let me just find it for you. I know there is a name here. Where is it at? There it is. There is a female halfling I know that's is around town. Her name is Vordana Jezral. I'll type that in chat. Vordana Jezral.
And she's in town?
Yeah, she's been by. We've been discussing information, trying to share information between the two factions, so we can get hopefully get some more information about what's going on with these giants. And thanks to you coming into town, we were able to find out even more than we ever hoped or imagined.
Okay.
One of the cats knocks something off of the desk. Oh, would you? Oh my goodness! And he kind of just Bubbles is always causing trouble.
No, Bubbles! So hardcore.
As he kind of pushes Bubbles off of the desk, Bubbles just flaps a few wings and softly lands onto the ground and moves over into the corner and kind of jumps up onto a windowsill, just hanging out.
Yeah, Anastasia's is real close to the door. He's just not comfortable with all these animals.
What about nearby cities? Where do the Emerald Enclave usually have stations?
The Emerald Enclave is usually pretty widespread. There may be some of the bigger cities like Waterdeep, Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter along the coast. I think you'll be fine. You'll be more likely to find a hub or some kind of home base of some sort. But the Emerald Enclave is a pretty well dispatched, wildly spread faction.
Yeah. They tend to be out in the wild anyway, right?
Yeah, most they prefer that secluded lifestyle. That's why usually their bases, so to speak, are rather small.
Well, we may be needing you to aid us in teleportation soon. We just don't know where yet, but...
Oh, of course. I already shared with Molfin that you have the ability to use our circles. They are provided and open to all of you for travel.
Yeah, I heard from my contact as well that he would be the person to talk to.
Yes. Have you seen Molfin?
This morning I have, yes. It's been a while.
When you see him again, tell him I would like to speak with him the next opportunity.
I will.
If he gets... Fair enough. Another cat knocks something off of a bookshelf behind another dresser. Oh my goodness. That one.
Callista is studying these things very closely for wild shape.
That one is Boots, and sometimes he and Mr. Whiskers are the ones that aggravate each other. They're the two that kind of I sometimes think they're in cahoots.
Well, they generally are pretty smart.
And Boots was the one that was sitting on the top of the steps with the white paws.
Paws, yeah.
Yeah.
Do.
All right, yeah.
But
and you have
Callista, Callista knows Anastasia is not comfortable around animals, but she's like, cats! But she will be like, okay, thank you. And after taking a few more minutes just to kind of like study these creatures for her future reference,
Oh yeah.
she will lead Anastasia back down.
All right, yeah. No problem studying these Tressum creatures. And you lead Anastasia back down as you guys leave the tower.
No.
I'm
Something-
sorry.
Something not right about that. Just animals in the one room.
They're cute.
Animals and I just don't get along.
I know. Such a baby sometimes.
Ashlyn and Lachlan. Make Constitution saving throws for me.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You two, even before dark, are wasted. And exactly like Lachlan said, you guys are skipping down the daylight streets through the city of Everlund with all these people walking around, kind of looking at you strange, almost singing like pirate shanties as you as you make your way down.
What will you do with a drunken sailor?
Danny boys.
And Diana, as you're walking, you start to hear these shanties. And you see Ashlyn and Lachlan skipping the gnome with the elf skipping down the street.
Something is distinctly not right here.
I want to jump in the air and click my heels together.
That's the most stereotypically gnomish thing you've ever done in your life. Hey guys, how's it going?
You know. Great.
Hey!
Why are you guys exactly like me when I'm drunk? Oh my god.
Yeah, this is
okay.
odd to you, Diana. Usually you're the one on the opposite end. It's like
Yeah, I have not been the responsible one in a long time, which is so funny because I used to only be the responsible one, I think, before I joined this party. Well, let's just get back to the inn.
No, we're going back to the boar's head.
Get
For-
real fight.
The boar pit.
Okay, why do you want to fight people?
'Cause I'm out of practice, girl.
God, you're so good at being drunk.
Like, look at Lachlan. Look at his face.
he's got a bruise, an Ashlyn-shaped fist bruise on the side of his face.
I
my
did that.
What did she do to you? Can I medicine check this very quickly?
Sure.
Oh my gosh, poor Lachlan. Let me just grab.
Oh,
Yeah.
please crit fail this way. I think he's dying.
No, I did good.
Yeah, you did. I mean, it's your standard bruise. He looks like he took a big shot, but nothing seems to be broken.
Jesus. How did this happen? You know, I don't know if I want to know.
What happens in the Fight Club stays within the Fight Club.
Exactly. It's like a giant secret.
We're on vacation from fight clubbing right now.
But it's a secret between the two of us because no one else. Do you want to join the fight club?
Do it! Do it! Do it!
I might. No, I can't. No, I have to be the responsible one. No fight clubs. We're gonna go back to the inn.
For now. Until we go to the blue pit again.
You guys can go. I will not. Right now, I don't think that you could fight very well if you were drunk off your butts. I think you should go back and sleep and eat something. And puke a little bit, probably.
Sleep and eat and puke is for the weak at heart and mind and soul.
You are me until I'm hungover. Oh my god.
You got to know. Yeah, Lachlan.
I have an idea. Maybe Harshnag wants to be in our flight club.
Oh,
That's the best idea I've ever heard, Lachlan.
Yeah.
Harshnag can't come into cities.
Why not?
Because people are racist, okay?
That doesn't make any sense. He's fine. You're fine. Everyone's so fine.
I don't know how to deal with this, and I wish I had Callista. Just, I'm gonna put on my best Callista voice, okay? So don't get mad at me for being stern with you. Get back to the inn. Now.
That was pretty good.
Was it convincing?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Why do we have to go back to the inn?
With advantage because they're wasted.
Yeah.
you're trying to be Callista.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Whoa!
Oh!
She is very persuasive, guys.
Callista voice work.
It's
Fine, but you have to.
It's crazy. She is channeling her inner Callista right now. Like she's sounding. She's been hanging out with her like a lot, and she's picking up her mannerisms and everything. Man, it's vicious.
I'm briefly sober.
I'm not even drunk yet. Look, I can touch my nose.
I don't care. Go back to the inn.
Let's go to the inn.
You know what
And
you
then you
shouldn't
guys-
do? Horse and drink.
You can go to your fight club later, but just go back to the inn for now. I'm not saying no. I'm saying rest up first, and then you'll be stronger for your fight, and you'll like, punch more people.
That's a great idea, Lachlan. Okay, let's do it.
Lachlan is not the one who said it.
I wasn't?
Good
I don't
job.
know. Were you?
Who are you? Yeah.
You guys are way too good at role playing
confused.
drunk people.
Nice to meet you.
Now.
Way too good at role playing drunk people. That's amazing.
I'm confused.
Where's that person I met the other night?
Huh. Oh, you should hook you up with them. Her, it, they.
Please go to your rooms.
Okay, we'll go find your love interest first, and then we'll see.
I'm too young to be a mom. Please go to your rooms.
You nat 20 being a mom, Diana. Good job.
Yeah.
Thank
You're now
you.
20 being a mom.
Pretty good.
That is pretty good. All right, Molfin. At about this time, you're wrapping up your copy and the scroll. One of the scrolls into this into your spell book.
Closes the spell book off, sort of looks around, and what time of day is it at this point?
You said it took what, like 5 or 6 hours to.
5 to 6 hours, yeah.
Okay, so it's just after dinner time. We're probably talking like 6, 7 o'clock at night.
Sun's just late dusk.
Yeah,
Sun's
yeah. Casting these very long shadows in the city.
Wolfen's just gonna sit where he is and keep relaxing for a little while, let night settle in, and then
I was gonna cast Locate Object on Malfin's staff.
All right. He is in the wooded area behind.
he's nowhere.
Oh wait, you can't cast
Magic
Yeah.
effects can't reach
Magic
me.
effects can't reach it. That's
So
right.
as far as Callista's concerned, Molfen is
So,
not within the radius of
yeah.
that
So
spell.
you don't get any pings or anything.
Okay.
Damn.
He could either gone just out of your radius. He could be anywhere.
Okay.
Good
I'll go
point.
back to the inn and wait.
Okay. Anastasia's heading with Callista.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And
Molfen's still playing with that one bag with the bean in it,
okay.
keeping it in the hand, and just
And really, you guys, you basically all meet back up at Danivor's house eventually. Late at night, the sun is already set, and Lachlan and Ashlyn are still a little wasted, but they're getting to the point where they're just starting to get really sleepy.
Anastasia, you lied. You said that there was a fight club, and there was no fight club. I just punched Lachlan in the face.
Wait, you didn't pay the 5 gold to the barkeep to get into the fight club?
You didn't tell me that. I paid him 1 gold.
I still
Hey.
got my money's worth.
Eh. Maybe I should go back. What time of night is it?
We're talking like 9, 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Well, maybe we should wait here for Molfin. We have stuff to talk about and stuff to figure out. I think we've had enough downtime to calm down. Unless you really want to go fight Ashlyn, but I think we should figure out what we're gonna do.
Now we're gonna
Okay.
steal that wand.
None.
Here, why don't you try fighting this? And I'm gonna cast Major Image and make an image of Lachlan.
Okay. So an image of Lachlan appears right next
Really?
to Lachlan.
But which one's the Lachlan?
He's too drunk to know.
She,
The image has got its fist up, like ready to fight.
yeah, the image is just like, it looks like it's ready. It's doing like the Street Fighter 2 like beginning pose, you know, all the fighters.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt, that's really good.
Yeah.
Way too much time in the arcades playing that game.
Would I know
I'm
which?
just gonna keep Ashlyn entertained. You know,
Okay,
like she's a
fair
cat
enough.
with a ball and a string. That's
Fair enough.
The illusion is gonna be dancing around, you know, throwing a few punches and
Oh
Drunk
God.
Ashlyn is like sparring with this thing in the middle of
Yeah.
the bar. Like just all of a sudden, there's like a crowd of people like start surrounding Ashlyn in this major image as they just start like.
Are you gonna monetize this, Anastasius?
sorry, I missed
Are you gonna monetize this too?
No, this is just fun for me to watch. I'm having a good time.
This is probably about the time that Wolfen's going to end up
Yeah.
strolling in with
Yeah.
all this chaos going
Molfin,
on.
you're strolling in. You see that Ashlyn is sparring with what appears to be Lachlan, and then there's another Lachlan sitting at a table with the rest of the party.
Anastasia's
Ashlyn-
just like gently laughing as Ashlyn is missing and Lachlan's, you know, ducking and weaving out of the way and throwing in these little punches.
You can just start to hear like drawl back behind the bars, like, "Hey, take it outside!" And he starts like shouting.
Fine. Come on, Lachlan.
Make you
Molfin
go
just walks
outside.
over to the bar to get a drink. It's just, nope. Just nope.
Okay. So do you make the major image go outside with Ashlyn?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So
Nope.
Ashlyn kind of waves to the to the fake Molfin and is like, "Okay," and it just walks out with her, and this crowd of people just follow them outside and just surround, and they're like cheering, like some people were placing bets, things like that.
I would be the best babysitter.
Oh God.
And one guy like looks at Lachlan and says, "That guy looked just like you."
Oh, it's my twin.
Oh, twins. My money's on your twin. And
That's the right one.
he heads on outside. So you guys are all... the bar pretty much has been cleared out. There's only a few people left. John,
Is at least Draw there to give me my drink?
everybody's outside watching Ashlyn spar with the fake Lachlan right now. It's like
Oh,
fake
man, you cost
Lachlan's
me
like
my
sitting there like
bartender.
ducking, dodging out of the way. Ashlyn comes with a big fist, and Lachlan just dives out of the way underneath, and you can see Lachlan tries to get a quick jab, and Ashlyn like backs up, and it's almost like the major image just goes around. Now, if it hits, does it actually make an impact, or is it just like
No, it just touches it and it kind of like goes through her a little bit.
oh yeah,
But
it
she's probably
looks
too
like,
drunk to realize.
yeah, it looks like it should have hit you a couple times, Ashlyn, but it just like phases through you, and everybody's like, "Ooh!" as like it looks like contact has been made to them, but you like keep on like moving so quick that it looks like the punches are connecting, and the way you're contorting your body and stuff. And
Oh yeah, I'm way too drunk to realize it's not.
everybody's cheering and causing a ruckus out in the street.
If I see Molphin at the bar, I'm gonna go behind the bar and get him a drink myself.
Okay. So,
No one's there.
so Anastasius pulls up next to Molphin, orders a drink for Molphin. Molphin, you would you be ordering one of the Anastasia specials?
I'll go behind the bar and I'll make it for him.
Oh, you're gonna
whatever
make
he
it?
wants.
Okay, good. Draw kind of looks at you awkwardly. As you're
Oh,
just
it's Droll there. I thought he was
oh yeah. You know, he's there. He's just like,
Alright.
Sure.
I'll do it anyway.
You just sure. You know. I'll take 5. And he walks out of the bar and goes and sits down at one of the tables and kicks his feet up onto the table and just leans back on the chair.
So, what will it be?
Whatever's strong. One of them was hard enough to deal with, now apparently there's 2. This one is not my fault, though. I want no part in this.
I'm assuming there's like a little wooden box with all the good stuff, like kind of underneath the counter that they keep stashed away.
Oh,
With
yeah.
the stuff that they have on display.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna Look for something akin to that, and just pull out something interesting.
Okay. So there's a nice, looks like a hard type whiskey in a small glass bottle that you pull out, and there's a couple small, look like to be shot glasses.
Fireball. Definitely fireball.
That's rock gun.
Wow.
And
Sure thing.
Rebel
I
yell.
will pour him a shot and just slide it over to the other side. This should
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely strong.
Thank you, my good man.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Just looking at him as he walks away.
Oh, I was gonna slide up and sit beside Molphin at the bar.
Okay. Anastasia, you staying there, or are you kind of walking them back out from the
No,
bar?
I'll stay there. I'll lean over the counter,
Okay.
just face real close to him, just acting like I'm interested.
Diane and Lachlan, are you guys just hanging out at a table, or in Ashland, are you guys hanging out at a table, or are you guys going?
This only lasts up to 10 minutes. Alright,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I'll come in, I'll be like soaked with sweat, and I'll come down to the table and I'll be like, you're a hell of a good fighter. And then
I
I'll
do my
pass
best. I try.
And then I'll pass out.
Ashland passes out on the table, pouring sweat. A lot of the crowd is moving back in. It seems like there's a couple of guards that have attracted the attention outside and are kind of just like shooing some people away. Carry on, blah, blah, blah. Just as this imaginary scuffle comes to an end. And so Callista is sat down next to Molphin here at the bar.
I'll sit with them, but I won't get anything to drink. I was just wondering when we were gonna start talking about like our plans, like what we're gonna do with Molphin and like Daggerford and Zolkin and stuff like that. Like what's our next agenda? Because we accomplished like the thing that we came here for, right? For Molphin to join the Harpers and stuff.
Mhm.
Or whatever, and to get that thing, the teleportation
Yeah.
tables.
Where are they situated? If I got one on either side of me and Anastasia's across the bar?
Anastasius is awkwardly close to you, leaning. He's like leaning in. It's like it's one of those people that just don't know where the personal space bubble is.
It's not even that. I'm trying to make him feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. And Callista's
I'll-
sitting next to you. It's up to Diana, where you can either sit next to Molfin or on the other side of Callista.
I'll sit next to. I guess I'll sit next to Molfin.
Okay.
As Diana comes over, I grab something off the shelf from behind and just take a swig of it and put it in front of me.
Okay.
Hello.
Big Molfin is more uncomfortable with the two on either side of him. Puts his elbow on the counter and leans a little closer to Anastasia's.
Just
As I'm looking
inches.
at him.
Just inches separate you two faces.
Yeah, as I'm looking
Like
at him,
noses
I pour him
touching.
another drink, just without even looking down at the shot glass, just of whatever I grabbed.
You just grab a random drink and just swing it.
Ooh, my hand?
You see, you hear Drawl like mumbling in the background. Guy comes in here and thinks he owns the place.
Doesn't he?
Molfin just spends it not saying anything, just eye to eye with Anastasius.
Awesome.
So, where to next?
Hearing Callista softly decide just a half a turn.
What is happening right now?
I don't know what we're doing. But
What is happening?
I have
Yeah,
to
why-
try. I don't know.
We're all wearing glasses. Exactly.
Folks,
Okay,
I
now
don't know.
which.
I have
I
no
don't know
idea
which
where this
purpose-
episode went, but
Well, apparently everyone wanted to wear glasses, and I took mine off, so now I'm seeing two versions of everybody.
I'm very
It's gonna give me
sick
a headache,
and
so-
very tired. That's what's happening to me right now.
Oh.
It's psychological states don't enter in.
I'm in psychosis. No.
we're having a blast.
Molfin will half turn to face, not really face Callista, but sort of half turn towards her. Callista.
Are you going to keep avoiding me?
Well, it was a rather heated discussion earlier that you walked out on. It seemed wisest not to poke the bear. Apologies. Poke the tiger.
What was your end game with all this? Signing the contract? What was your plan?
The plan was to prevent Lachlan and Moby from serving 2,000 years in hell.
I'm not talking about that.
It's appreciated, but
How did you plan to do this by yourself? Where were you going to start? Where were you going to go? What part of this was a good idea?
The part where they were saved.
Oh.
That's the only part of it. And you know that as well as I do.
But they can't be saved unless you actually commit to what you promised. So if you
That's
can't
fine.
do it by yourself, and you don't fulfill your end of the bargain, it doesn't matter. Did you think about that?
This is true, and if he does not uphold his end of the bargain,
Then what? He's a devil. There are no consequences for him. What are we gonna do? Oh, we're stronger than you. No. I'm eating chips, by the way.
Yeah, I hand him
how
some
much
peanuts
silver did
to
those
Dan.
cost?
Salted peanuts.
Salted peanuts get slid over from Anastasius to Diana.
Wolfen goes inside of his pocket, puts 4 platinum on the counter, and just looks over at Drawl at the chair. There's coin on here for whatever he's using.
He's just like, fine.
I will order more food with that 4 platinum.
You know I get this stuff for free, right? You don't have to pay.
Callista, I had not thought that far ahead. I have plenty of time before my time will come.
I don't know,
They're
Gramps.
home
You're getting pretty
present.
old. Not to, raise the point.
The list of things
Probably
we
be
have to
silent
do.
back there.
The list of things we have to do gets longer and longer, and the time we have gets shorter and shorter. We need to make priorities. We have the giants, we have Zulkin, and now we have this. So,
The priorities are giants, then Zolkin.
Then this.
And then this.
Yes,
Priority set.
in that order,
in that order.
because
Realistically, it
honestly,
seems we are not prepared to deal with Zolkin at this point.
Oh boy, is that mine?
No, that would be Ashland snoring.
Wait, what am I doing?
I don't know, I'm getting some kind of
Microphone
mic
problems.
crackle.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, Diana, are you comfortable if we do work with giants before we solve this whole thing with, your
I'm not.
soul?
I am not comfortable with that. The giants
mean-
should be the last thing on our list.
Well, in all honesty, Callista, giants are a trite easier to deal with than the Lord of the Nine Hells.
I'd rather practice stealing on giants before I go to steal a wand off of,
This is true.
God.
And anything involving my action is last on that list.
Why?
But you're kind of old. You might die, so we should put you first on the list.
That's a good point, actually.
Diana, how long have you been with this affliction?
A while.
Gosh, for so long, for months.
Have you noticed any changes since then?
I mean, not really, because I think that part's still intact. It's just separate. But I guess I don't know. Ever since it happened, I haven't been very But that's just a thing, Like when you have new trauma, you kind of just sometimes we cope in bad ways, and we get a little bit meaner and not as good as we once were. So that happened. But I don't think it's because of my soul being gone. I think it's because of Zulkin's general mess.
Well, if I were to have a little input, if I may, I've been hearing things on the streets of many cities, and there are towns, villages that are being leveled by giants. I'm not putting your problems behind this, but
I don't believe that my problems are out of it. I believe that there are defenseless people in the world right now, and honestly, I'm pretty well situated. I have the gem. I know that it's not going anywhere. I know that it's safe. And Zulkin is so far away and nowhere near finding us.
We don't know that.
I kind of do.
Actually, we do.
I asked Ilmater if Zulkin was near, if I summoned him right now with the dagger, how quickly would he get here? Within the next 7 days? And Ilmater said no.
Wow.
Wait, what?
That's
I
pretty
have-
cool.
I have this ability to pray to Ilmater and ask him several questions. The first answer is mostly definite. After that, the questions get a little bit muddier. The answers are less clear. But
So
that was
what
my second
exactly
question.
did he tell you about Zulkin?
Just that if I were to summon Zulkin now, he wouldn't arrive in 7 days. He wouldn't be here anytime soon. It would take him a while to find us.
How long is a while?
He didn't specify. My only concern is Daggerford, but I mean, it was the third question, so it might have been a little bit messy. It was a little bit harder to hear, but I think he said that it was okay, that Daggerford had recovered a little bit, and Zolkin wasn't there anymore. So, really, my problems are minuscule compared to innocent people being attacked by giants.
Self-sacrifice, right there.
I thank you, Lachlan.
It's very noble of you, Diana. Oh no, I'm really drunk.
Yes.
I don't need compliments.
Diana,
Ashlyn's like, she just picks her head up off the table. That's very noble of you, Diana. Puts her
You
head back.
Ashlyn, you drunk ass.
No. I disagree with that.
But, I mean, if cities are being leveled, Zolkin is just a diversion. Like, there are so many people that we could be saving if we weren't spending time worrying about Zolkin.
I don't care about other people, Diana. I care about you.
let us.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because
Just
that's
had a
what
little
she
bit-
With
does.
this, Molfin full-on turns to Diana. Have you met her?
That's true. She yells when she cares.
She yells when she cares. She yells when she doesn't care. She yells.
I mean, I suppose my status on it was just if we run into him, then we deal with it. If we don't, then it's something that we can postpone.
Well, and it appears that somebody is quite adamant we don't run into him right now, as they summoned me from trying to converse with him. But
Well, that was your kind of, I don't know if that was, I think they just used that because you were in a stasis of like between worlds.
either way, if I remember correctly, did Harshnag say that this extraplanar oracle he wishes to converse with?
Yeah, the extraplanar entity.
Yes, did he not say that they would be able to provide insight and guidance?
Answer question.
Yes.
Could
I
we
was
not
just
seek to
about to bring that up,
ask
actually.
them? After Harshnag requests his information about this ordering problem, could we not inquire to the Oracle about Diana's situation?
Lord.
Ashton, you really need to get to bed. You are looking terrible.
Ashlyn or me?
Ashlyn.
Ashlyn.
No.
It's not me, it's the drunk. I am fine. You go to bed.
No, Mom, you go to your room.
Wow.
Suffice to say, if we let the two inebriated ones rest for this evening, then perhaps we and the rectal residing
Rectal
Mammalian.
residing.
mammalian musician here can make our way to deal with this oracle.
You said rectal.
I'm surprised you know what that
Is it because
means.
y'all are so anal about stuff?
One of Anastasia's unseen servants has a drum and a cymbal.
Would they rimshot as someone making fun of him, though? Hey, just saying.
So I just realized
Both
I
your
could have ended the
situations-
charmed on me from last week, but I did not.
Both of your
Mm.
situations are dire, but it seems you have a number of time. Molphin, you have 1,000 years, if I remember correctly. No,
Well,
until you pass. Yes.
no, that is the servitude, but all being as 'tis, barring unfortunate circumstances or mauled by large quadrupedal creatures, I should live approximately another 125 years.
See, that's what bothers me. We're in a very risky business in our lives right now. Maybe your problem is a higher priority, considering the fact that you could die at any moment, not complete your contract, and then be damned to like 5,000 years of hell.
This is true.
I appreciate your gusto, but I don't think you understand the dire consequences of dealing with the Prince of Undead.
I'm not saying we do. I'm saying we find a way to get him out of the contract. Lawyer our way out, you know?
You're speaking
Someone-
to the devil himself. My people have been affected for hundreds, thousands of years. There's no easy way out of this contract. That's why I'm not the way out to-
That is a very valid point, you know. They claimed this is from when we happened in Nightstone, but there has been no interaction or cause from these individuals until the devil showed up.
Let's go to
What
Nightstone
are
and kill
you
this.
insinuating, Muffin?
Hey, remember how...
As he has just stated, his people do these contracts.
No,
He is
it's fine.
aligning himself with them.
Let him.
No!
Let him manage himself.
Elmater, you weren't there, Molphin. Elmater said that there was nothing wrong with Anastasius.
Excuse me? You.
I'm very scared of new people, okay? Zolkin ripped my
Diana!
heart out.
They're innocent.
You see, Callista's fists are starting to burn.
No, we talk about this. No burn fists. Burn fists mean burning emotions.
You went behind my back
No! No! Not
and
like
asked
that!
your god if he was evil.
No, I didn't say that I asked if he was evil.
Then what did you ask him?
I asked him if he was just a safe person to be around because I don't know. not a lot of
Because he's a
people-
devil?
Because
No.
not a lot of people I've encountered have been safe lately.
To be fair, Callista, he drugged me and Diana, and that's just the same thing about you.
I mean, a little bit.
I think you misinterpreted the situation. What I did.
No, I think we correctly interpreted that situation. We are all trying to cover our asses here.
With him saying that, all of a sudden, Molfin's. You did what to my niece?
This is the fight club that we wanted.
He might have drugged us and asked us if we trusted how we felt about Callista, and we were like, we love Callista, so it's all good.
So it was the same thing, really.
I put your mind in a state where it would be easier for me to figure out your intentions with this lovely young lady over here.
Yeah, but we were also charmed and also
Drunk,
Like,
real drunk. Drunk
And-
again.
No, you were not drunk. I would have done the same with Lachlan, but you were too drunk.
Oh, he was talking to that lady.
the broom.
She is thin.
So, I'm sorry.
Hair spun like.
You charmed these individuals to obtain information.
As far as I saw it, they were more than happy to undergo the effects, and I asked for their consent beforehand.
This is true.
Wait,
no ill
you
will
charmed
here.
me?
This is true.
I didn't know the contract.
I thought you were just a really good musician.
I don't
This is
am a romantic
no.
musician.
I do feel you can just ask anyone if you can charm them, and if they say yes, you just do it.
Well, if I have their permission, I do not see a problem with it. Do you feel like you can just paralyze anyone walking out of a room?
What?
What gives you the right to do things like that?
What?
At least I
I
asked beforehand.
Who?
I did not bring this up before, but it
What
seems
is wrong with you? All
I
of
go
you!
to bed now. I want to go to bed. Can I go to my room?
Am I too
I've
drunk
met
to cast a
people like
spell?
you before, people who do not
no.
trust me.
You're not.
People who view me as evil just because of the way I look, the color of my skin, my hair.
Lachlan
We don't think you're
disappears.
evil. We think you're handsome.
Exactly. It never once occurred to me that you might have been evil or malevolent. It occurred to me.
I wasn't talking about you, lovely ladies. I was referring to the short gentleman
Ooh, we're lovely.
in front of me.
Ah, see, he is charming.
Hmm.
Not
Now,
once did I
what
say
is-
you were evil.
What is the root of the problem you have with me? Is it because Diana has taken a liking to me? I think I can see something there. Every time
I
she
would
spoke
like
to me,
to go to my
flirted with
room.
me, you seem to act up. I remember just a few days ago, you tried to shove her into a bag of holding after she made a remark about me.
I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go to bed.
Diana, you slipping out, going
Lachlan's
upstairs?
gone. Is
Callista's
Diana
hands
walking
are
away?
burning.
Callista's hands are on fire. Diana is sneaking up the steps.
I
Lachlan,
don't know who's.
I'm still
Lachlan,
sitting there.
He's just
So
gone.
what is it,
still
Malta?
there.
Are you simply a racist, or are you jealous?
Why is Callista's hands burning?
If you want answers, charm me.
Oh
Get your
no.
hands.
Chat wants to know
Oh,
how we went from
no.
devil deals to relationship drama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Callista, if you really were charming your, like, burning your hands
have your
again.
consent to do this, Malfin?
Malfin is just sitting there, arms open.
Oh my
I'm gonna look
god.
around to everyone and just can I gauge the reactions on everyone's faces before I go ahead with this?
Okay.
You can't see Lachlan's face.
Please.
Callista looks like she could just go berserk at any moment and start like
I
burning
am-
the place down. Ashlyn, she's still got drunk face on. Diana, did you slip upstairs or are you still there?
I'm kind of just by the stairs, holding onto the railing, looking kind of like.
Like, are they gonna
Yeah.
fight over me?
Yeah. Anyone that you can sense, I mean, you're getting a wide range of emotions throughout your party members.
This is quite exciting.
So, is the charm going to happen there, Anastasius?
Do it.
Charming would not reveal your true intentions. If you would allow me to into your mind, then we could have a conversation. If you have nothing to hide.
And how does this work? I am unfamiliar of what you speak of. This charm you performed on the others that enabled you to get information from them seemed to satisfy you.
Not information, it is a consensual agreement. We chat, images and pictures that pop into their mind also appear in mine. It's how I connect with people, how I feel close to them. See, I know Ashlyn and I know Diana better than I know most people. I know their hopes, their fears, their dreams, desires.
But we don't know any of that about you.
Not yet.
Isn't that a little bit unfair?
Go by the stairs.
I'm yelling across the room. We're the only people in here.
Diana, you have to see from my point of view. I am different, shunned. And the tail flicks up again, and you see just the end of it has been clearly like maimed. It's just horribly scarred. And as you look down, you see just deep wounds and scars that just kind of run up the tail. Which is how I protect myself.
Diana and me were
Protect
shunned.
Callista. So often, if
We're
you
all
are willing,
shunned.
shall we do this? In fact, if anyone is willing, we can all do this.
I would prefer not to. That just sounds like it's going to open up into like a group orgy or whatever.
We already did this.
I want to insight him.
Okay.
And Michael, did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I mean, are you basically, Anastasia? You're being honest. I mean, from what I can gauge, is there any deception in there? If you want to make a deception check, you can. But
I'm not deceiving. From what Molfen would know, you see just, even though there's no pupils to his eyes, it's just this solid golden color. You see just this intense look, like there are no tells, there are nothing to suggest that he would be lying at all. You almost see the pain in his face as his tail kind of flicks up. You kind of know he likes to keep himself guarded. He likes to know who he's dealing with to protect himself from people who would want to hurt others who are different.
So, as you're kind of looking towards Molfen,
Well, Molfen is just sort of rubbing his head, just looking into the eyes a little bit, looking over at Callista, seeing the hand sort of glowing. Back at Ashlyn laying there. Lachlan, well, where Lachlan was, weighing back and forth. I understand Callista trusts you. But at the same point, you have somehow feeling you had permission, violated two of our members by probing into their mind.
Which they allowed me to do.
And unfortunately, Diana seems to feel that it was somewhat uncomfortable and has a clouded memory of the event, and Ashlyn is too drunken at the moment to be able to weigh in on this.
It was dubious, but I wouldn't say that it was uncomfortable.
That's because we have back
back.
massages.
it's kind of strange. Like every once in a while, like Diana steps from back behind the stairs and just like steps in and says her little thing, and then goes back to the stairs.
No, but it's kind of like, yeah, anyways, bye.
Yeah.
Give him the back massage, Anastasia, he'll loosen up.
It's
Alright. Cast on scene surf.
I get the Anastasia treatment.
Right.
Come on.
And Molfen will feel
And you start to feel a back massage.
waving the staff around, flailing.
Relax.
Probably a little
I'm
closer
open.
to Callista's head than she'd necessarily like.
She just nods us out of the way. Hands still ablaze.
Callista, will this ease your tension if I permit this?
The fact that you guys even had to question it. the
Step
least
from
you can do.
outside of yourself for a moment. Imagine if someone from someone else's past had come through and, under Diana's own words, dubious circumstances, probed their minds. Would you not be concerned?
He always asks for consent. I trust him with my life. If it wasn't for him, I'd be dead. Like him, I was also shunned for who I am and who I look like. So the fact that you even have to ask, this is the least you can do.
Then, as I have stated, and leans back once more.
Just gonna lay a hand on Morphin's cheek and then run it down to the center of his chest and cast Detect Thoughts.
And as you do that, Anastasius, you watch as a glowing symbol starts to appear on Morphin's chest. Morphin, describe what happens.
As he reaches out and touches Molphin, the small symbol on his chest appears. And from underneath Anastasius's hand, a massive explosion of fire radiates out, sending Molphin flying backwards.
And he slams into a bunch of tables.
I forgot about this.
Me too.
What effect was that? Is that a fireball?
It is a explosion that is 5d8 fire damage in a... Let me check the radius.
What kind of radius?
Yeah, what's the radius?
That's what I'm looking.
Because I think Lachlan is still in the range.
Yeah.
Callista,
I think I am
Callista's
too.
right next to you. Ashlyn might even be affected by this.
I'm standing right next to Anastasia.
Anastasius and Muffin, you guys would all... Basically, the only one that's safe right now, I think, is Diana.
Oh my god.
But it depends on the radius.
So it is a 20-foot radius dexterity save. So yeah, basically everyone, I think, except for Diana.
Diana, you're just out of the radius.
Wow.
Ashlyn,
Ashlyn
still
saves.
drunk, passed out, can still dodge it.
Molphin is
wow, Callista.
just...
I would-
Nice.
Wait, never mind.
Callista, what was the... is that a fail for Lachlan?
Well, I want to
Yeah,
use my
Lachlan.
evasion that when subjected to blah blah,
so
half
you'll take-
damage. Or...
Well, yeah, okay. So you're going to take half.
Yeah.
So everybody takes 12 except for Molphin, who is just failing as it's... Literally, as he touches me, it's my chest that's blowing up, so...
Yeah, Molfin's chest, like, explodes and flames just erupt around all of you. Most of you, even Callista, your hands were already on fire. You kind of just dodge and lift your cloak up over the flames. You're singed a little bit. Ashlyn, you're thrown back a little bit from your chair, but a table kind of conveniently almost rolls in front of you as this explosion is taking place and breaks up most of the flames from getting to you. Lachlan, you...
Yeah, is my fire invisible? Like, how's that work?
yeah,
Wait, can I use evasion too then?
what's that?
Yeah, you get it automatically.
Yeah, you get it on.
Yes.
and you guys watch as Molphin is just cast across the room, slamming into a big group of tables, rolling into the wall, and is prone at the back of the room, just kind of smoldering, and all this smoke is just rising from his prone body back there.
Anastasius, what did you do to Dolphin? And I run over.
Anastasius is like recoils his hand and just like this absolute look of like shock and fear, and is just looking at his hand, and you can see like he's visibly shaking.
Why did you do that?
Anastasius is not. He's not himself right now. He's. You can see that he is shaking and he's tense. Looks very uncomfortable with the situation right now. Cloppity in chat says, "LOL, Molphin. Just another session of him versus the party."
Accurate.
Why would you do that? Uncle Muffin, are you okay?
I have done nothing.
I take Anastasia's hands. Are you
I'm gonna
okay?
go check on Wolfen too.
I don't
What?
know what that was.
You've never done anything like that before.
Why would he do that to Uncle Molphin, Callista?
I don't even
He-
have access
he
to spells
doesn't-
that can damage people.
He doesn't have magic like this. What can I do? An Arcana check?
Yeah.
Wait, were we there when Molphin put the thing on himself?
Nope.
I-
No
Nope.
one was.
I'm gonna use my advantage on this.
Sure. Oh, good thing. Yeah, you've seen this similar symbol occur.
He did it to me.
Yeah, he did it. He did something similar to you, but your effect was a little different. Yours just dumped like a bucket of grease on you. You've never seen it quite at this extensive spell, but yeah, you know that Molphin has the ability to be able to do this.
I'm still holding Anastasia's hands, and I look over at Molphin. What the hell was that?
He attacked Uncle Molphin!
That was Molphin's magic.
Meanwhile, a bunch of people were just running out of the place. like they have no idea what's going on. Drawl's like hiding behind a table. He's like, "Oh my goodness!"
I will cast Healing Word both for Molphin and Anastasius.
Anastasius
Or
is
being
like, he's silent, like he's just staring down, looking at his hand, like he's you can see he's visibly shaking his hands, like just can't stop moving.
Molphin just still laying on the ground, slightly smoldering
Uncle Molphin, are you
on
okay?
fire.
I'll
Molphin, you
run over
get
and-
two.
And he almost looks as shocked like as Anastasius. I don't think
Anastasius,
Molphin
you
would
get three.
realize the power or the impact that this would have on himself going off like it did. Yes, lawyers and liches. Molphin did booby trap himself against consensual chest touching.
Yes,
When you put
Flopper.
it that
Molphin
way.
took full damage from that. As Molphin sits up for a moment. Not exactly what was intended.
Drawl, standing up behind the table, looks towards Anastasius and is like, "Now, listen. Look at the place. I thought
He
we had
didn't
an
do
agreement."
this. He didn't do this.
It's
Wait,
not
no,
him.
just simple. I just said no pyro. That's it.
It's-
I would let you perform here all the time. Free room and board for performance. No pyro. Simple as that. And now look at the bar. Oh, what? It's gonna cost me a fortune to fix this.
We can handle it.
That was all I.
We can take care of it. We'll work free.
Will you shut up, you fool?
Me?
It was no, not you, the bloody bartender. This
How-
was not him. When Diana and Ashlyn this morning, said that they had Anastasius in their mind, I set a protection on myself against someone trying to control my mind.
And you forgot it was there?
No, I did not quite realize the effect would be.
He looks right at you, Molphin, when you say that, and he's like, he just points both hands towards the burnt up part of the bar that's just exploded, and he's like, "This would be the effect, and it's going
Can
to
I,
cost me a fortune."
Can I make an insight check on Molphin when he
Sure.
says that?
Sure,
Yeah, can I do an insight check on Molphin?
sure.
Callista's
Do I
gonna roll
still
a
have
two.
my bar?
Callista's gonna roll a 2. He used his portent against you.
Oh.
All right,
As-
Anastasius, are you Are you trying to be hiding anything or deceiving, Molfin?
Well, let's find out. Let's do an Arcana check and see if Molfin actually would have known how bad.
Sure. You probably would have had an idea. It would have been pretty impressive.
Pretty rough.
Pretty rough. You didn't anticipate you taking all of the brunt. You thought it'd be more so hurt others rather than yourself. But
Okay, then yeah, we'll call this. Guess I'll call it deception. And I'm going to burn what. Did we all get inspiration last week? I think.
Yeah.
yeah. Everybody.
Okay,
got
yeah, I'm going to burn my inspiration on this one.
I can't remember who had the nat 20. I can't remember.
I don't know. There's none on Twitch, so.
Us.
There's
It
none.
was us.
Anastasius had it, I'm pretty sure.
No,
Or
you
wait.
had it, it was us.
I think you have
I-
it. Yeah, I think you have it. Yeah,
And I never used it!
you still got time. Still got a little time.
Wow, great deception roll.
Anastasius is pretty sure I'm full of though.
Yeah.
Callista, on the other hand.
Callista's just being Molfin.
Callista is still just holding on to Anastasius at this point.
As Molfin is sort of not getting up, but just sort of moving, goes inside his pockets, pulls out 100 platinum, hands it to Lachlan. Go give this to the barman.
Jesus, when did you get 100 platinum?
It temporarily disappears as it lands in my palm.
Lachlan is still invisible. Just like it vanishes. And Drawl, who's standing right in front of you, Lachlan, is like, how does that help me? Making the money disappear. First you
Lachlan,
blow up my
give it to
bar,
him.
and now you make all this money disappear. Ooh, magic man.
And I'll start handing the coins over to the barkeep. And I'm actually not going to steal any.
Oh, so you're handing him over? Like, he just has his hand out, and all of a sudden coins...
And
just
all of a
start,
sudden
like,
coins start
instead of
materializing.
materializing, falling on the floor. No. He like, looks like he's going to make a snide remark at Molfin, and then starts diving onto the floor, picking up all this, the coin.
The spell was intended to protect me from people trying to... Well, what I intended it for was trying to control me. Apparently, it is more any effect that would affect my mind.
Were you trying to frame me? You knew
No,
an
that
effect
was-
like this would happen.
As I have stated, I knew what the spell was capable of. My intent was to
Yet
protect
you let
myself.
it happen. And you put people you call your family and friends in danger?
I don't like
Innocent
this.
barkeep in danger? When you could have simply avoided it. By just telling the truth.
I don't like this.
You stated you were going to be having a conversation, looking at thoughts. The enchantment I set upon myself was to protect against control of my mind.
I think you need to start being honest with yourself and with the people around you. And heed your own advice and start thinking outside of yourself before you do things. I am going to head to bed. Anastasius leaves.
I'm following right behind him.
Callista, Anastasius, I don't... Oh. Okay. Okay.
You actually see Callista. There's a single tear going down her cheek right now.
Oh my god, no! I wanna, like, I'm by the stairs. Can I just, like, reach out and try to be like, Callista, wait!
And
I trusted you.
It wasn't like that, though. It wasn't like that. I ask my God about everything. I'm obligated to. It's a church thing.
Diana, I love you. And you did this to me, to him?
It wasn't like that. It wasn't like a...
I follow Anastasius.
Oh my God.
I help Sauce up to bed. Even though I'm drunk. Well, it's okay, Sauce. I'll be okay.
I'm not God. Who is God?
Play her character.
The line is
I'm
blurred.
so-
It's
I'm
completely
so
blurred.
drunk.
Right?
Diana.
Where does real life and D&D? Oh, what?
There's no end. It's a blend.
Oh my God.
No. At this point, Molfin, as you're sitting there, Lachlan, are you still invisible?
I drop invisibility.
Okay, as you come out of invisibility, you approach Molfin, who seems to be... he just seems to be really distraught right now. Confused. And we pan out a little bit of the scene. And imagine, if you will, 3 gnomes. Happy to be together. Traveling to the small village of Nightstone. 2 younger gnomes carrying their older comrade up out of the mud so they could travel a little quicker. Slipping upon some mud, dropping him right down. Moby covered in mud as he gets up out and scraping the mud, and you look ahead and there's Callista looking back underneath the cloak with just a hint of a snicker. Turns around and continues to lead the way, keeping herself free from the mud. Diana there with the gnomes, helping them out, having a little chuckle as well. And you guys remember, Molfin, Lachlan, you remember much better times. You remember that joy that each one of you brought to each other. That even in the midst of the questions going forward, even when you had no idea where you were going to be next, you still all had each other. And now it just feels a little bit more empty now. As you continue to seek for ways to fill that void of your missing comrade, your missing family member. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh.
What happened? How did this happen?
Oh, fuck.
Like the ending of Empire Strikes Back.
What's the matter with me?
The end of the Empire Strikes Back, that's right.
Melissa is mad at all of you.
Why? Ashlyn wasn't even there.
Well, not so much Ashlyn. Just
It's not even Diana's fault. It's the gnomes.
But gnomes! You're the one who asked your god, is Anastasia the devil?
I did not ask that. I asked if you have any malicious intent because we were trying to see if he was Zulkin in disguise because everything was too.
you wonder why she's mad.
It's probably good that Diana's vetting her the new guys that come into her life.
That's true.
Yeah. That's probably a good idea for Diana.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Every guy that I like, I need to vet now.
No.
Do a little background check. Nothing wrong with it.
No.
Just do some divine resource stuff.
It's less invasive than the brain probe Anastasius does.
That's true.
Well, we will have to see what happens on our next episode as we get ever so close to episode 50. We are next week will be with episode 49.
Rolling up the drama, man.
Yeah, we're turning it up here in Everlund. So we will be live here next Friday to dive back into this exciting, dramatic experience as our party has seemed to be at odds a little bit on things that occurred between one another and on what direction is most important for them to take at this point in time. They're very big crossroads right now, and it seems like the weight of the world has just come down upon the shoulders of all of our party members. So anyway, Diana, since we forgot Zos about the Nat 20, I'm just going to leave it with you
fine.
for next week.
No, it's okay.
No, I'm going to leave it with you for next week because it was totally my fault. I forgot to check before we went live and everything, and I forgot to remind you.
Oh.
So we're going to go ahead and keep it with you for this week, but everybody gets DM's inspiration across the board for tear-jerking roleplay tonight.
Callista. Yo.
Yep.
That ending.
Yep.
That ending, though. Yeah.
I cry. I've never had Callista mad at me before, and now she's on the verge of tears, and we've never seen her like that.
And she dropped the L word.
I know. I let her die.
She's gonna murder Molfin. We don't know what she's gonna do to Diana.
So we will see what happens next time. Don't forget that we have a new episode of Tomb of Annihilation coming this Monday night. So make sure you guys tune into that. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here at Proficiency Bonus. We also have 2 new episodes. We got the Modifier and at 7 p.m. on Thursday, and we have Mystic Hour at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. Tune in to that as we've got some very interesting guests for that one.
We'll have to see whether or not.
Or...
Well, it depends. Christy may kill some of the guests.
I don't. We might not make it to Thursday, guys.
MG, are you gonna be able to join or no?
I think.
Okay.
You think yes?
I'm I'm
He's just
reasonably
saying he
sure
thinks,
yes.
like, he thinks
I'm
yeah.
currently pensive. No, I'm reasonably sure I can make it. Just need to...
Okay. And JJ, you're still down, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be
Sweet. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited about it. We also have our next episode 49, Storm King's Thunder, next Friday. And if you want to tune in and follow our friends at Insight Check, go ahead and make sure you check them out. Are you guys going to be live tomorrow, Christy?
Yeah, we should be.
Okay, live at 9. It'd be 9:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep.
So check them out at Insight Check.
6:30 Pacific.
Yes, 6:30 Pacific time. Any announcements I'm missing? Other than make sure you go in and apply for Curse of Strahd. And JJ.
Keep your eyes for the announcements.
Waterdeep soon. Waterdeep soon.
The group has officially been selected for
yeah.
Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
Oh,
man. I'm excited.
I'm really excited about it. So everyone who applied, who got through to the next stage, make sure you check your emails. Give me a little reply so I know you've seen it, and I'll be in contact with all of you in the next 2 days. Within the next 2 days, give you some extra info, and you can start sorting stuff out. And a little sneak peek of the module, and it looks amazing.
Oh, nice. I know it
I'm
came.
excited.
I know it's out in game stores today. So, and it was,
it is.
Yeah,
Damn
and they released it on
What?
D&D
They released
Beyond
last night at 9.
during Critical Role. They released it on D&D Beyond. So, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for that. Man, Dragon Heist, yes, and Curse of Strahd. We got DM Sarah, so make sure you guys apply for Curse of Strahd. You can type in !Strahd in the chat to get that application link, or visit our Twitter feed at prof bonus. Other than that, do we have any more announcements that we need to make, guys?
That's it.
Nope.
All the drama.
Oh, the drama. Yeah, when you find yourself locked into a very dramatic situation with a gnome who likes to blow himself up, remember when you make that dexterity save that you need to add your proficiency bonus. And stay tuned for next week, guys. It's going to be exciting. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.
Okay, love you, bye!
Bye.